Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaretgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Your parents have all been notified that you'll be retested after completing the mandatory course in remedial English in summer school.
What?
We just finished the whole semester of school. We gotta go to summer school?
Crazy. I ain't going to summer school. My grandmother's gonna kill me.
19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's the thing. If this happened now, like this movie, ready? Fucking Texas mothers would be losing their shit. Because basically, they didn't fail the course, they failed a standardized test. And people don't like that shit here anymore. You know? Man, we used to take that shit, though.
Style.
You have 20 minutes for this section or whatever. Remember that?
Yeah.
They put all this pressure on these kids now. Like, we get notes from home for, like, weeks, like, how to prepare them and how to not make them not nervous or whatever. It's like, here's how you don't make them nervous. Don't fucking talk about it the whole goddamn year. You know, like, don't make it like it's a whole thing. Spring it on them the day before and be like, hey, tomorrow we're going to go through this thing and just see where everybody's at. Done.
Right.
You know? I mean,
Right.
It's so stupid. Hi,
Right.
everybody. Hey. My name is Jaret. This is a podcast. We like to refer to it as Jaret Goes to the Movies because, well, quite frankly, that's what's on all the merch. My name's Jaret. It's I think I already said that, but I like to do it twice sometimes. And it's a glorious Saturday night as we record this. And the funny thing is that we were supposed to actually do this last night. And my wife didn't have time to watch the movie. And so we all rescheduled. I think I texted everybody,
All 6 of us rescheduled.
2 o'clock in the afternoon or something for like a 7 o'clock call time or something, right? And I like to make it official, call it like call time and shit, I call us the cast, but really it's just whoever the fuck shows up, Anyway, so here we are on a Saturday night doing this, and she's not here.
I didn't want to say anything when you told me,
but I immediately said something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, like you do.
I didn't want to say anything when you told me, but Thursday night, because I've been working a lot, like at my day job all week. Thursday night, I realized I hadn't done the clips at midnight.
Right.
And you guys watch it on Friday during the day.
Most of the time, yeah.
So I stayed up until 2.
Jesus.
Doing the clips to make sure you guys had it so we could have everything go smoothly for Friday. And then around 2 o'clock, you're like, yep, we're rescheduling. I'm like, son of a bitch,
well,
I could have got all kinds of sleep.
You could have said no, by the way. I mean, it wasn't a thing. It was open, but, I mean...
It's kind of one of those things where the maid's coming, or you have guests coming, so you clean up the house real fast.
Yeah,
it's fine. I needed to get it done. It forced me to get it done. I was a little tired.
Whether or not we shipped it or not, he'd already done it.
Yeah. Well, God damn it.
Whatever.
Anyway, we're gonna miss Casey tonight, but she is out with friends having a good time.
Like half our audience just shut it off.
Yeah, right, because she's not here, right? All the Team Casey people. I don't even I still don't understand what the fuck that is. Because we're on the same team. I'm married to her, Like put my mouth all over her.
Yeah, I like Tom Brady, but I don't follow Bunchin or whatever her name is.
With me, as always, is Richard Kubert Coleman. How are you, buddy?
Great, yeah.
You look great.
Thanks.
Came in today, just took your seat, and we're fucking ready to go. You know, like
No fiddling around.
No, you weren't fucking around tonight, man. He's got the. We've got the streaming thing going, so if you're a Patreon supporter, you get to watch this live if you want, and eventually, once we get this really down, then the video will come out on the same day as the podcast. We're probably not there yet. You know, who knows? Will is here, the King of Sting, the Kiddie Corner Wil, the fuck else do we call him?
Angry Will.
Angry Will, the
Hater Will.
Tater Will?
Hater.
Hater Will.
Hates everything.
Well, he liked last week.
That's true.
What about a handsome man?
Handsome Will. Man, but it's good to see you guys. Thanks, everybody who's listening. Again, I don't mean to be Debbie Downer, so we'll get this out of the way real quickly. Shit's getting crazy here in the U.S. Obviously, our families and fans and other people down in South Texas who have been so insanely impacted by the weather. And now, actually, as we record this, we don't really know what's going to happen to Florida. I'm trying to check in with all of my friends as much as I can. But whatever happens this month, all of our Patreon funds that we collect will be going to relief efforts. And I'm not sure that how we're going to do that, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's all kind of goes to the same place at this point, right? So, yeah.
You should go to all go to Houston.
Okay, so it's all going to Houston. Yeah. So
Florida knew what they were getting into, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what it's funny. All the politicians say that when they're on there, they're just like, well, you know, we kind of live here, you know, so Andrew happened 20 something years ago. It's not like we didn't know what to do. If you didn't do it, well, shit.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, Houston's a totally different. That's crazy town.
My manager has a beach house down there, and it's, you know, it's not what it sounds like. He's not like loaded and like just has like this escape whenever he wants. It's a home. He rents it out when he's not there. It basically pays for itself, and he gets to go visit all the time, and it's right in the pathway. So I'm obviously, all kidding aside, we're sending thoughts and prayers and mojo and all that, whatever shit we can send. We're sending it there, and all the proceeds will be going to the relief effort. So if you aren't a Patreon subscriber, this is the perfect time to get in there, because everything that you give to us, we're going to give to them. That gets you 20% discount off merch and some other shit. And then if you want to pull your Patreon thing after that, that's fine too. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
hey, I got a question before you get started.
Sure, go ahead.
Did you find out who the date was on The Babysitter's Dead?
No.
movie?
So if you're okay, so what happened was I was hanging out with my. So we have like two sets of neighbors because we live here and my in-laws live just like 6 blocks away in another subdivision. And so we were hanging out last Sunday, and it came up where I don't even remember how the conversation happened, but my friend Derek says, man, my whole life I've been trying to figure out who the actress is.
His entire life?
Yeah.
Jesus
He's like,
Christ.
in Don't Tell Mom, the babysitter's dead. Who
Did you have
is
a
that
crush
actress?
on her, or what's?
Must have been. It had to have been something. So there are some good leads on our Facebook page. I haven't had time this week to actually go in there and see if any of it made sense.
Well, one guy knows the son actor, and called him and asked him, and he goes, dude, I don't even know.
Really? Yeah. No shit.
Wow.
Yeah, we somehow have a line to that guy.
Uh-huh.
No, but not the guy that she's with in the car, because that guy died.
No,
But the older
guy that
redheaded,
shot the dishes.
the dishes are done, man.
Yeah.
That dude is a friend of a friend and a friend of another friend. So hopefully when we do either that or Adventures of Babysitting, we'll be able to get him on the show.
Awesome.
But no, we haven't found out who it is. Speaking of on the show, I was so excited this week. I got to have a conversation with Dean Cameron, who plays Chainsaw.
Superman?
Is that right? Did I say it wrong? No. Oh, okay.
That's Dean Kamen.
Oh, okay. Dean Cameron. Yeah, that's right. Who's Superman?
Dean Cain.
God damn it, man. I'm fucking up all over the place. Yeah, so Dean Cameron.
You said it right. I was just fucking
All
with
right,
you.
so Dean Cameron, who plays Chainsaw in our movie this week, which is Summer School, and it was awesome. So it was such an awesome conversation. I'll sort of let you guys in on some of the things that we talked about throughout this, but we're going to just release the whole interview as its own bonus episode. So you'll be able to hear that, an edited down version, and then the full version with all the pauses and the awkward questions will be on Patreon, and there's a few of them. So I want to thank Dean Cameron for talking to me on that, and I'm kind of all over the place today. I really should have maybe made notes, but well, first of all, I do have to say that this is a Tim Toole and Matt Cordosi production. Those are our bosses. They basically did a hostile takeover of the show, and they now run the show. Our executive producers are Patreon supporters, and if you would like to be, you can do that as well. Don't forget, all of our Patreon supporters do get a 20% discount in our store and other fun stuff. We do Google Hangouts, and we do... we don't do hand jobs anymore. Apparently, that is illegal. Our executive producers are Tim Toole, Corporate VP, Matt Cordosi, Corporate VP, David Murray, who cheats at 5 questions, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Kropf, who you will hear from later in the show, David Dooley, who you heard from last week, Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Rawdon James, who will be here later in the show, Eddie Weiss, Lisa Wenzel, Sean Umbeck, Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, Tyler McCullough, Mark Ryan, Svi Hurst, Josh Millman, Jason Randall, Zaldor, Katie Morgan, not the porn star, Jared Spear, Mike Breton, Sione Griffiths.
It's
Sione.
No.
Shit.
Oh shit! Did I write it
Sione.
No, we're way off.
Sione.
It's like some normal sounding name like Shannon.
Steven.
No.
But it's Sioni. Sonny?
Shawnee. Shawnee, that's
Shawnee?
it. Shawnee.
Shawnee Griffiths and Chris Jacobs. Thank you guys for being such an important part of our show and helping us to get things going. If I haven't said this already, we're streaming live to our Patreons when we record, and eventually you'll be able to get the video of this when we release the episodes. So yeah, I did get to interview Dean Cameron for it, and so you had some points about the interview. I mean, it was a great talk, and the thing is that the part that you don't get out of the conversation is like us before and us after, where it was almost like we were already friends because we know so many of the same people.
Right.
But once we got into like actually answering, maybe the conversation was a minute before we started. But
he gets into details about him roommating with Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
Auditioning for Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Growing up in Norman, Oklahoma. Moving out to L.A. Filming on the set of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Psych. And then some big long story about Alice in Chains, which totally blew me away, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was super cool because we did talk about music. I mean, we'll talk about this as we get into when we get to him in the credits. I'll play you a little bit of the music that the band that he's in. But yeah, he's into music too. So it was we definitely have a lot in common as far as just love for movies or whatever. And the funny thing about the interview is that he never drank until about 4 years ago, and now he's just on a fucking tear.
Yeah, right. I thought that was hilarious.
Like, yeah, but after the conversation, I was like, dude, we have to hang up. He's like, oh, let's just go get shit faced, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, we're gonna have so much fun, you know. It's like at this point in life where I've done it to the point of like weight gain and like bloating before, you know, and it's like shit. Maybe I should have waited, you know, like. But
waited till
I don't
you were
know. I got so many fucking good stories out of it. It's fine.
That's
just
true.
fucking pickle the liver. But yeah, it was a great interview. If you want to hear that will be posted. A condensed version with most of the meat and potatoes will be out, and the unedited version will be out as well. Now, one of the things that I didn't know as I was doing my research for that interview, which I could have done another interview for this one, but we will get him eventually. Huge Bowling for Soup fan, and who I call friend. We go to dinner. Wrote this movie.
Oh, right.
Jeff Franklin, he was the writer and executive producer. He's the creator of Full House. So I sent him a text today and I go, hey man, I'm doing the podcast about this and I feel so bad. I had no idea you had anything to do with this. And he goes, it's our 30th anniversary. At least somebody is out there flying the flag, you know? So 30th anniversary of this movie, and now I know 2 people from the cast. If you would have told me that in 1987, like,
right.
What the fuck?
Right.
You know, it's nuts. But Jeff Franklin, you know, again, such a creative force, and he's done some of the like for generations of people. He's just in your head. It's fucking crazy. Now he also talked. We also talked a little bit about the direction of this movie, and he talks about how he ended up getting the role and all of that. But the director ended up being Carl Reiner. Now, Carl Reiner had done another one of my favorite summer movies, which is Summer Rental, which is the John Candy movie. He takes his family down to a rental house and ends up
on the beach or something.
Well, he's in a beach house, and it ends up being a thing where he somehow opens his mouth and ends up getting into a fucking boat race, But all along, all of it, it's that thing. He becomes closer to his family and all that. It's a great fucking story.
So it's like One Crazy Summer, but with a fat guy.
No, One Crazy Summer has a fat guy too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do? But
Fatter
Carl Reiner did all of the big Steve Martin movies. He did All of Me, The Man with Two Brains, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid,
know that.
and of course my favorite, The Jerk, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So Carl Reiner ends up directing this, and so me and Dean do talk about that in the interview. Summer School, 1987. A high school gym teacher has big plans for the summer, but is forced to cancel them to teach a bonehead English class for misfit goof-off students. Fortunately, his unconventional brand of teaching fun field trips and other things begins to connect with them and even inspires ardor in some.
I don't know. I pulled it right off of thing. It was funny. It was so long that it had a ... and I had to click on it to go get the rest of it.
It's like, why even watch the movie?
And then I didn't even know this. So we pulled these off of IMDb for the synopsis. So when I clicked more, it went over to the synopsis page that had the full synopsis that he just read, but it had like 3 or 4 other ones. So and it had like who wrote it, some username that was signed up with IMDb. Some Joe Schmo writes these. Anybody could write them. Is what I'm getting at. One of them was like 14 paragraphs long. It was humongous. I'm like, that's not a synopsis.
Right. Yeah, that person didn't
That's
take...
a summary.
That's the snappy version.
If you want to hear a fucking synopsis...
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
Summer School. The worst teacher in the world who should definitely be fired...
Roadhouse.
That's good, dude. Well, what's funny about this, if we're just going to talk about just in technical terms, I mean, maybe it's just a California thing, but in Texas, like gym teachers, coaches, I guess, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe not. If he's just a gym teacher, that's fine. But if he's a coach or whatever, then he has to teach a class too.
Right.
I mean, at least that's the way it is in Texas.
That's correct.
In Texas, our coaches have to teach history or...
history.
Well,
they have to teach history.
Oh, they can do study hall too. And man, I used to get coaches for study hall, and it was the fucking best because they gave not 2 shits. Seriously.
Yeah, like this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, in California, the coaches have to be teachers.
They do?
Yeah, because we had a cross-country coach. He was an assistant coach, and he wasn't a teacher, and then he became the head coach, and they're like, you've got to be a teacher. So he ended up being like an earth science teacher.
I wonder if it's different now in Texas, now that in high schools where these coaches are getting paid all this money, I mean, let's face it, where we live, high school coaches are making a shitload of money.
Are they?
The football coaches.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Football coaches have to be.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Some of them.
But I don't know.
I thought it was a set pay.
No, I don't think anything's a set pay, right?
Well, two English teachers can't be paid completely different salaries because the English teacher's good.
Well, what if one of them doesn't speak English?
What if one of them is like the state champion winning football coach?
Yeah.
That's not... if a teacher can get paid more because they're a football coach... That seems fucked up to me.
They get their teacher pay and then they get their coach pay.
It isn't fucked up because they're spending outside of just being a teacher in school hours. They're out there doing this other work.
I think all the teacher salaries should be on merit alone.
They do. They make their
Well, now we're
teachers-
getting into a different
They
topic.
make their teacher's salary, and then they get paid to be the coach.
Right.
But the coach is a set salary also. It's just an extra thing.
I don't think so.
I
don't
mean,
know how that works. Otherwise, why would there be incentive to go from school to school? You know,
because you want to be at a better school so that you can go make the big bucks in college.
I'm actually talking out of my ass. I have no idea how.
Yeah,
any of
I
this
think
works.
it's more of it's AAA kind of thing where you just get standard pay until you can break into a college or a professional.
I'm glad you think that.
I don't think that's right because there are high school coaches. Hold on, there's high school coaches that stay 20 years and live in big fucking houses. Do you know what I mean?
What does their wife do?
Normally the center or the tackle.
Because if the wife is a doctor,
yeah,
that could explain it.
All right, this movie stars, of course, Kevin Costner as Freddie Shoop. Yeah, so if you do listen to the outtakes, you will find out tonight that I do get. My shirt is quitting on me. I fucking hate it. Do I have a tattoo right there? What's going on? Oh, it's this headphone cable. Never mind. So I have gotten Mark Harmon and Kevin Costner confused my entire life, and it bit me in the ass tonight during the. Oh no, it'll be on it during the 5 questions later in the episode.
Yeah. I wanted to ask Casey what she thought of him.
About him?
Yeah, young Mark Harmon. I get it.
You know, I can guarantee you 100% that she hates this guy in this movie. You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Oh, because he's eating all the time.
Because he has fucking food in his mouth constantly,
Yeah.
eating with his
100%,
mouth open.
yeah.
He went to the Brad Pitt School of Acting.
This actually is a really good.
How can someone eat a donut like this man eats donuts?
Pop-Tarts.
How can you eat a donut, but it's like halfway out of your mouth?
Yeah, and he's talking the whole time. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why she skipped this one.
He eats
It could be.
He literally eats donuts like it's gum.
She started and was like, fuck this.
Kirstie Alley is also in this movie. Now, so I got to kind of rewind back.
All right.
So when this came out, I mean, I really had a thing for Kirstie
I
Alley.
did too.
I mean, like, big time.
Big time. All the way into my mid-20s.
Probably, yeah. I mean, so she was obviously, she's been an active actress since 78. Tons of shit. Obviously, I think we all know her first from the sitcom Cheers, in which she took over for the other chick. But gosh, she was on it for 6 years. And then, oh shit, do you know that Look Who's Talking came out before Cheers? That's not true. I just fucked that up.
What?
No, it's year ending. Okay, so never mind. So Look Who's Talking, great movie with Bruce Willis as the sperm and then the baby.
I remember that movie being excellent.
Great movie.
Like hilarious from start to finish.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it holds up, but I just remember going, wow, I can't believe how fucking awesome this movie is.
It was super funny. Great movie, and it ended up with 2 sequels. So
Yeah, the sequels were not good.
Second and a third.
They
I
were
mean, I
terrible.
didn't like the
Roseanne Barr
I think I liked the second. Now, is the second one where he's more of a toddler and Roseanne Barr's in it or whatever, or is she in
Roseanne
the
Barr's
third?
in one, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Obviously, another thing that we know about Kirstie Alley is, her she's in the press a lot just for her religion, Scientology.
I didn't know she was a Scientologist.
Yep, and her battle with weight and that kind of
that's for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah, and she's been up and down. I can 100%.
When she came back down, she was up again.
So you agree, right? Yeah.
She was a little curvy, but I had no problems with it.
I like it, but see, that seems like something you wouldn't like because you'd be like, well, I know she lost weight, so she's going to be soft. Does that sound like him?
Maybe.
A little bit.
I'm just saying she'd look good from afar.
It's cushion for the pushing.
I'm not analyzing every crevice.
Well, I like her a lot, and I did that. Even her voice, I just thought was so
I think
cool.
that was one of the biggest things about because she was like pre Demi Moore or whatever.
Yeah.
She has beautiful eyes.
Yeah,
She
she's
really
got,
does.
Yeah, her eyes are really good.
Rahmed Thomas is in this movie. I don't know him from anything else, but he was in a bunch of other stuff. Me and Dean Cameron do talk a little bit about Patrick Labiardo. So, yeah, he's been on a shitload of stuff. So we will talk a little bit with Dean Cameron in the interview about a movie that they wrote together. And it actually got made. So they did it. So,
that's right, yeah.
But he was a child actor and on
Right.
numerous things as a kid. Oh, he's in Blazing Saddles. That's the one
really?
So he plays Henry. He's uncredited in it, but you know his face. I mean, the kid is he definitely has a thing. Courtney Thorne-Smith, who I used to think, and I probably still do, was literally
she was
another
one
of the perfect person ever.
She was one of my people from Melrose Place. I was all over her shit for the longest time.
So I liked her in this.
Yeah.
Then she was in Melrose Place, and then she was the mom on According to Jim.
Right. She and she was in 2.5 Men for a long time.
That's right.
Still super hot. She would do all the time. She would do bikini, or not bikini, but underwear scenes. Amazing.
Yeah.
She's like what, 50 now? Amazing.
Oh, you got to be more than 50.
Now
right?
she's 49.
Oh.
I looked it up.
Dean Cameron, who I did an interview with, again, gracious guest, someone I look forward to meeting and hanging out with.
Super nice.
I mean, just such a, again, what I told
he seems
him.
unaffected.
Well, I told him, I said, it's funny because he talks about how much he cared about the acting and all of that. And I said, what I wanted to give him as a compliment was how sort of snarky and how much it really didn't seem he gave a shit. So he was doing a good job, at because he did care.
Right.
And as we will talk about, he was friends with Anthony Edwards. He actually drove Eric Stoltz to his audition for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He talks about how Anthony Edwards actually auditioned for Brad, who Judge Reinhold ended up getting the part. And so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. Now, Dean Cameron, is funny how this ended up happening was my connection with him. He is a musician. He's a bass player. So he is in a band with Satchel from Steel Panther.
Was or is?
Is.
Okay.
Still. So he's okay, so it's a little bit hard to put it because Satchel is in Steel Panther, but his real name is Russ Parrish. And so we'll talk a little bit in the interview about this kid's a virtuoso. He taught at MIT or whatever, like the guitar, whatever that thing is.
No, yeah, that's
Juilliard?
No, it's the other one. GIT, Guitar Institute of Technology.
I don't know.
Anyway, he's been in bands with Rob Halford and all that. So he ends up being friends with Russ Parrish.
So the singer.
No. So this is the guitar player.
Oh, okay.
For Steel Panther.
That's Satchel?
Yeah, that's Satchel. And his name is Russ Parrish. They have a band, and it's called the Thornbirds. They're still active. And it's actually pretty cool. Now, this is Satchel singing, Russ Parrish singing and playing guitar, and Dean Cameron on bass.
Nobody on drums?
This is actually the drummer for Steel Panther as well.
Oh, okay. So a little punk, right?
It's kind of like lit,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
It's like a more musical lit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Weezer meets lit with like minor and major chords.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it.
What's that genre? What's that genre called? Nerd rock pop?
I mean, again, we don't really have I don't know. It's smart though. I mean, some of those chords are fucking
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
It's not just a 3-chord song like a punk, like a standard punk kind of song is, but so it's almost like it's like easy math rock punk,
right? Yeah. Anyway, I really like it a lot, man. It's super cool. So we'll talk a little bit about that and his relationship with Russ and again, like it's so funny how we all know each other because Russ used to be roommates with Paul Gilbert from Mr. Big.
Right.
Linus was in Paul Gilbert's band. Paul Gilbert now has played on a bunch of my stuff. He
said he saw Linus like just a few
weeks
he did.
Ago. Yeah. So Gary Riley plays Dave. Man, just the combination of those two, of Dave and Chainsaw.
Yeah.
The back and forth, it's just magic, and it's like That's what me and my best friend tried to be in high school. Like, we wanted to be them.
Right.
We fucking did their bits all the time. And I will point them all out during this episode. But we've talked about Gary Riley before. He was Vern's brother in Stand By Me. So he's the guy that...
right, the blonde-haired kid.
Vern was under the porch digging for the pennies and heard them talk about the dead body. And that gives us the movie Stand By Me, right? Kelly Jo Minter is in this. She's the one that plays the dyslexic chick. And
with the mustache. Yeah.
Does she have a mustache?
She totally has a mustache, dude.
Now, so she was in Lost Boys, but she was also in Mask with Eric Stoltz and plays like a pretty big character in that, actually. So
I thought she did really well in this movie.
She's amazing in this. To me, it tapped right into exactly who she needed to be.
Right.
Ken Olent, who Dean Cameron will go on to tell me was like 37 in this movie. He's the stripper guy.
Right.
You know, so the guy's like in his 30s playing a high school guy. As if we're supposed to believe that Courtney Thorne-Smith is 16 in this thing. Shawnee Smith.
Only 2 years off, though. She was 18.
Shawnee Smith plays the pregnant girl. Now, she's been on a bunch of sitcoms. She was on Anger Management. She was on Becker with Ted Danson for a long time. But what I remember her from is more of the movies that she was on back in the day. I mean, she was on... she was in a movie with John Candy. Who's Harry Crumb? She was in.
Yeah.
And she's the one that actually gets kidnapped in that. Do you remember that? And he goes on to save her.
Yeah.
Obviously, she was in Summer School. She was in Armageddon. She was in a bunch of shit. So, she was in all the Saw movies. And I've not seen any. Oh,
that's right. She was in all of them.
Yeah, I've not.
She's like the main thread through them all. Or something?
I guess so. Yeah, I've not seen,
I haven't seen any
of those. But anyway, now she's also in music. So she's in a band, and I'll never forget this. So I used to play around with this band. We would tour sometimes with this band called Junior. They were originally called Back Talk. They became a band called Junior. I produced their record. I actually wrote them a song. That song got them signed. It like came out. They toured all over the place. But
wow. What was the
song? She's So Amazing is what it's called. So you can download She's So Amazing by Junior. And I wrote that song.
It's like new Bowling for Soup music.
Yeah, to everybody. It sort of does sound like that. I mean, like when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I get it. Not to take anything away from them, though. I mean, they did all that shit on their own, and they had a great time.
You could just cover that song.
So, but anyway, so Shawnee at the time when that band was doing really well, was coming through and touring in her band. Now, do you know what the band was called?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I listened to the interview.
Right. It's fucking insane. But the band was called $5 Ho.
I Googled
That's
it.
what
I
they were
couldn't find
called.
anything.
Yeah, it's hard to find,
Yeah.
but you can find it. So they sound like this.
It's her singing
Yeah.
and playing a guitar?
No, she just sings.
Oh, okay.
She wears little shorts.
Maybe it's hot.
Could be.
This is cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I figured you were going to love it.
Who will? Interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. For sure.
It picks up here in a second.
Yeah, I want to hear the hook. Oh, they played the hook first.
But again, it's something that's kind of hard to... So she's in another band now.
She stopped hooking?
So she's in another band now. It's like a duet thing with somebody else. But it surprises me all the time when like you hear these actresses and you see these, and most of the time they're these little petite. It's like the Jada Pinkett Smith thing, you know what I mean? And then they're in these just fucking heavy bands. But yeah, I mean, I think they're really good. Anyway, so Junior used to play with them all the time, and that's pretty much it for our cast.
Well, Mr. Shoup, congratulations. You've been chosen to teach summer school.
Ah, shoot. If only I'd known sooner. We're going to Hawaii.
May I remind you, Mr. Shoup, you're up for tenure. You want a job next year?
Oh, come on, Mr. Gills. Look, we got liaison and everything.
You'll be teaching remedial English.
Remedial English? Look, I ain't no English teacher. See? Double negative. No, I hand out basketballs, check for jock straps. I'm like very challenged. Oh, I'm not a real teacher.
That's all right. These aren't real students. They're unmotivated, irresponsible, not too bright. They'll relate to you.
I'm not even a real teacher. Man, so the intro of this movie, it's so crazy because I haven't seen this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 years later, you do start to realize just what is so different. And the little subtle things were, my kids, they don't have lockers anymore. You can't have them because they won't let you have a place to hide shit.
Oh, really?
Which used to be such a big part of our life.
Right.
Like, in between classes, it was a social thing. And
Yeah.
You decorated it and all of that.
What do? They have to carry it all in their
It's a
book
big
bag
deal.
thing?
So and here's the thing.
They don't
Do they have lockers? You're just not allowed to use them?
They don't
because
have books.
Right. So they do have books, but not like what we had.
Yeah.
You didn't
They
have
just
like
stay in the class?
no. You have an iPad now.
Yeah.
Wait,
a lot
what?
A lot of the textbooks are online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're online, but does every kid get an iPad?
Every kid in Louisville ISD does. So anywho, they do have books, but there's a lot of shit online as well. One of the things that is funny about this is like everybody is carrying around their yearbooks and people are signing them. They don't do that anymore. They just get their yearbook and they just come home. Like
I was like, Anna, are you gonna have your friends sign your yearbook? Yeah, probably.
we don't really do that anymore. What? Like they used to give
weird.
us a
What is
whole.
wrong with these kids?
They used to give us a day. I got to get through to these kids. they used to give us like a fucking full day in school where that's all we did was just run around getting people to sign the shit.
The
Such a big deal.
worst ones are where people would sign in your book. Hey, da 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 da, Chris. You're like,
Oh, and you don't know who it is now?
it's
Which
fucking
Chris?
30 years ago.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I
Chris,
remember.
who the hell's Chris?
Don't worry, Chris. I remember. Did you get the I'm the first person that signed on your crack?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody got that.
Yeah.
I remember
How heartfelt.
I would tell people like I don't give a fuck what you write. You could just write all the swear words you want and shit like that. And then like I'd have like the kids tell me that, and then their mom would call my mom. That was in junior high. Like, do you know what your son wrote? I'm like, yes, I already talked to another parent. Yeah, whatever the poem he made up in your son's yearbook. I'm sorry. We don't have just like fucking vagina pictures hanging all over the place. So it's almost summer.
Well, like you kind of did.
So, yeah, I did kind of. So the whole time the first scene is going on, there's a teacher just scratching off lottery tickets. And I don't know if it hit, first of all, that's Carl Reiner. So that's the director of the movie.
Right.
But I don't know if it hit you guys the same way it did me, but he won $50,000 and comes in as just like, fuck you guys. And I was going, you only won $50,000.
No, he's not going to teach summer school.
Right. No, I get it. But at the same time, you'd be just like, yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if 50 grand makes me not work.
If I was Mark Harmon, I'd be like, fire the guy that just ran off.
Yeah, exactly.
And didn't do what he said he was going to do. And I'd be like, I have a ticket to Hawaii.
Yeah, right?
I'm going right to the Union. We're in California. right?
Exactly.
And say, this is bullshit.
Exactly.
This is not, the whole plot of this is stupid.
Yeah, it's silly.
But I love the movie.
By the way, just now it hit me that Carl Reiner is not Rob Reiner.
No.
Yeah, just literally just now that because I knew Carl Reiner was the director from listening to The Thing.
Yeah.
I knew that guy that scratched the ticket was Carl Reiner.
Right.
And I knew that he directed it.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm thinking...
You've been thinking Rob Reiner.
But I've been thinking Rob Reiner.
Yeah, so Rob Reiner, we'll point out to our listeners because we have such fucking amazing knowledge, was a member of the cast for All in the Family and ended up has done many of the starting with Spinal Tap.
Yeah, Sleepless in Seattle,
but
I think.
Many of the motion pictures that people hold dear to their hearts forever.
Right.
You know. Now, they're related, right? Is that his dad? It's got to be his dad, right?
When Harry Met Sally, right?
No, when
Yeah,
Harry
it's
Met
his
Sally's
dad,
not
I
his
think.
dad. No, that'd be weird because he. Yeah.
Hey, have you ever taken summer school?
I did. I took summer school. So what happened was I was so I made straight A's. I haven't ever made that a secret or whatever. I got a B a few times, and it was like a whole thing, but never like
you did
for a
other people's
semester.
homework. You were that kid.
Yeah, I did other people's homework. But not only that, I was the funny kid that did other people's homework. So like I was kind of like the guy that you wouldn't expect to be doing other people's homework, but I fucking did it. Now, that being said, other people did shit for me too. Like I copied up, like this girl Nicole used to just fucking hand me her science homework every morning because I didn't want to take the time to fucking do it. She was awesome. Nicole Scott. I'll give her a shout out if she's listening.
Thanks, Nicole.
That being said, I was taking this Algebra 2. We had one hard math teacher. I'll think of his name in just a second. And I mean...
Did he work out or...?
He wasn't hard. He was hard. Yeah. So, anyway, this fucker... He was famous for only passing half his class. I mean, that was his deal. It was his goal. And you would go in there, and I mean, it was just
below average, above average.
fucking hard. It was so hard. So I failed the first test. So the problem is they had the thing where if you were failing anything during a 6 weeks, you couldn't do extracurricular activities. Mm-hmm. I'm the fucking star of the one-act play, and I'm in marching band, and I'm the vice president of the marching band or whatever. So I just said, fuck it. I just dropped the class. And it's so funny because I look back on it now, and he goes, "You're gonna really regret this later, dropping this class. I know you can do it, and you're gonna feel like you're a failure, and blah blah blah." And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm fucking glad I dropped that class. I won like fucking acting awards that year and shit. Like I murdered my senior year, right?
Plus, it would have been the butterfly effect, and you wouldn't have been in Bowling for Soup and got signed.
Well, there you go. But anyway, so again. During that summer school, I met this girl in my class. Her name was Sonia. Don't know her last name. No way for me to stalk her. And we had this class together. She was from a completely different area. She was African American. I'm like from a different area, and I'm like long-haired dude. And I was just infatuated with her. Mm-hmm. And never got the nerve to just ask her to go get a Coke or anything like that. And it like haunted me for years. Got an A in the class in summer school, by the way. But yeah, so I think about that all the time. Like one of those things of like, again, what is the thing called? Butterfly effect. So if me and Sonia would have ended up together, we'd have fucking amazing looking kids. But,
Jaret, you do have amazing looking kids.
That's true. Yeah.
I didn't say that I didn't. I mean, but I could still be famous.
You said you would have.
Me and Sonia. And Sonia don't have any kids.
Are you sure?
Yet. It'd be a little late for her. We're fucking 45 for wrestling. We'd have to meet like tomorrow in KCP.
They'd have
super
Down
supportive.
syndrome, but they would be beautiful.
Oh my God.
No. Oh no.
Anyway, that's the only time I took summer school. And the thing was it was at a different school. I had to go across town to the what we called Old High, which was Wichita Falls High School. But my experience with it was great. I mean, I actually did. This was my junior year going into my senior year. And I remember thinking, I should have just done all of my math classes in the summer. Because you just get up early, you go, you're fucking done in a month, right? And then you got the rest of your day to just go fuck off.
Yeah. I took health, and I think a math class.
So you wouldn't have taken health, because remember we had Miss Pappas? She was the lifeguard at the pool. We've talked about her. And she was the health teacher. You wouldn't have wanted to miss out on that.
If you want to pass a hard class, take it in summer school.
Yeah. I mean, any condensed version or whatever. Honestly, that it was like that in college. You know, and part of the reason why it was so easy in college when you would take a summer class, because I did every year, was just you get all the information starting on Monday and you're taking the test on Friday,
right.
And
It's
you're
all
fucking
right
done. And then you move on to other shit.
Well, that was, in summer school, it's the same way. You're sort of taking it all in the class, a whole week's worth of class in one day.
Yeah.
And then you just test at the end of the day. I mean, it's easy.
You take any summer school?
In college, I did a summer semester and I took 22 units.
Wow.
What's a unit? Like an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Jesus
it was
Christ.
a fucking crazy schedule.
So you went like all day summer school?
Yeah, it was like another
Yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I was taking fluid mechanics and all kinds of crazy classes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How'd that help?
Yeah.
It was hard.
Don't ever do that again.
That's why I went. That's why I always tell people I went to college for 6.5 years because I count that summer quarter as a half a year.
I gotcha. Well, you know what? It all worked out.
Yeah, I have that art degree now.
So it's mass exodus. We're talking about that. I mean, I agree. I think it's a loose plot. This movie is a perfect 80s movie. There's not a lot of conflict.
I have that written down. Perfect 80s movie.
It's perfect.
There was even a motherfucking montage.
There was a fucking montage that you couldn't. Fuck, I missed that, I guess, because I would have had the song. But it's just everything. Like the protagonist is sort of loose. It's not really even that big of a deal. There's no stress.
No,
it's
just like actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. And there's laugh out loud shit. There's sort of fun stuff. Great movie all around. So but I do agree. My thing is like I've got airline tickets hanging out of my pocket. You know what I mean? And have you seen this girl here? Right. And here's the other thing. Trying to get all that luggage in the trunk. Like you're driving a convertible. Put her in the trunk.
I was thinking, why is all the luggage on the street? Why is it not in the car?
It was because it was hers and she was meeting him there to go.
Yeah. So she's leaving her car in the school parking lot?
Or she got dropped off by her brother, Bubba.
Yeah, but literally I'd be like, please talk to my union rep.
Yeah.
While I'm in in Hawaii. Bye-bye.
So you're single? In love? Involved? What's the story here?
The story is that I've been seeing someone, but we just started dating, so you do what you think's right.
Okay.
I better get going.
Well, here, I'll walk you. So you're free to see other people then, huh?
Are you asking me out?
Well, if I was, would you say yes?
Am I?
Well, I might be asking you out. You like Chinese?
I hate it.
Me too. I can't stand it. Want to go out sometime and not eat Chinese?
I might. Why don't we talk about that after school?
Damn it.
He has a little game. He's got some game.
You want to go out sometime and not eat Chinese was genius.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I can only see her as a Vulcan now, though. It's weird.
Was she in The Wrath of Khan?
She was in The Wrath of Khan.
Is that what?
Yeah, it's like the only Star Trek movie I've ever seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was
besides the new one that I really liked when we watched that or whatever.
Right.
It's the fucking ear and the Scotty's ear or whatever. The worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his Khan! It's impossible to see that guy as a bad guy, though. Even as terrible as he was in that, you're just still like fucking like, what is my fucking fantasy? You know what I mean? Like, can I
talking about
just?
Rakato Maduang?
Yeah, he's like
he was great in that, and he showed up like ripped.
Yeah, that's his real body.
Yeah, but he showed up like that. That wasn't his normal body type.
Yeah,
he just showed up ripped.
So just his rap, like when she walks in or whatever, and she's like, I'm a history teacher. I'm next door or whatever. My kids are here voluntarily, and he's like, yeah, okay, I've got the. And then he just goes into this whole rant about like, you've got to, we're here to do a job, and just bullshit his way through the whole thing, and it's 100% gonna fall apart. You can tell, and then all of a sudden he's gone for about 45 seconds. And he comes back and the classroom is full. Everybody's in their seats and they just like, Mr. Shoop, you're our teacher? No. The first thing is Chainsaw goes, oh, Mr. Shoop, you're in this class too? But I don't know if you guys noticed this. And so I thought I needed to bring it to everybody's attention. So when they find out that Mr. Shoop is teaching the class, what do? Anybody put it together? Like what? They start to sing a song. What song
Party
did they
all the
sing?
time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Eddie Murphy.
That's right.
Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaretgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Your parents have all been notified that you'll be retested after completing the mandatory course in remedial English in summer school.
What?
What? We just finished the whole semester of school. We gotta go to summer school?
Crazy. I'm going to summer school. My grandmother's gonna kill me.
40, 30, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's the thing. If this happened now, like this movie, ready? Fucking Texas mothers would be losing their shit. Because basically, they didn't fail the course, they failed a standardized test. And people don't like that shit here anymore. You know? Man, we used to take that shit, though.
Style.
You have 20 minutes for this section or whatever. Remember that?
Yeah.
They put all this pressure on these kids now. Like, we get notes from home for, like, weeks, like, how to prepare them and how to not make them not nervous or whatever. It's like, here's how you don't make them nervous. Don't fucking talk about it the whole goddamn year. You know, like, don't make it like it's a whole thing. Spring it on them the day before and be like, hey, tomorrow we're going to go through this thing and just see where everybody's at. Done.
Right.
You know? I mean,
Right.
It's so stupid. Hi,
Right.
everybody. My name is Jaret. This is a podcast. We like to refer to it as Jaret Goes to the Movies because, well, quite frankly, that's what's on all the merch. My name's Jaret. It's I think I already said that, but I like to do it twice sometimes. And it's a glorious Saturday night as we record this. And the funny thing is that we were supposed to actually do this last night, and my wife didn't have time to watch the movie. And so we all rescheduled. I think I texted everybody,
All 6 of us rescheduled.
2 o'clock in the afternoon or something for like a 7 o'clock call time or something, right? And I like to make it official, call it like call time and shit, I call us the cast, but really it's just whoever the fuck shows up, Anyway, so here we are on a Saturday night doing this, and she's not here.
I didn't want to say anything when you told me,
But I immediately said something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, like
But-
you do.
I didn't want to say anything when you told me, but Thursday night, because I've been working a lot, like at my day job all week. Thursday night, I realized I hadn't done the clips at midnight.
Right.
And you guys watch it on Friday during the day.
Most of the time, yeah.
So I stayed up until 2
Jesus.
doing the clips to make sure you guys had it so we could have everything go smoothly for Friday. And then around 2 o'clock, you're like, yep, we're rescheduling. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well,
I mean,
and you could have said no, by the way. I mean, it wasn't a thing. It was opening, but, I mean...
It's kind of one of those things where the maid's coming, or you have guests coming, so you clean up the house real fast.
Yeah,
it's fine. I needed to get it done. Aren't passing because I didn't show up.
I don't know. It's a bet. They didn't even fucking shake on it. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole thing.
That was my concern. It's like, wait a minute. I am accountable for all these people that have half the class left.
Right.
There's no way that all of them are going to pass.
Well, how is that on you if they don't show up?
Well, exactly. That's the thing.
I'm sure the guy isn't going to give a shit and is still going to hold him to it. It's not my problem.
I thought it was funny where he's just like, hey, you had like a B average and all of a sudden you slipped all the way down to which is not at all what's even going on here. They failed one test. It didn't matter what their grades were or whatever.
Right.
So here's the thing. Not kidding. The car key thing, having seen this movie
My God.
30 times.
I just call the police.
Car key thing made me so anxious. Like, I was just like, this is fucking stupid. Like, just stop. Don't play around with it. Literally pick the kid up by the collar and shake him.
The scruff.
You know what I mean? Like, the fuck are you going to do this? But now, did I used to think it was funny? Oh, you're hot. You're blazing. And then, sorry, I forgot where I put him. You're really cold or whatever. hilarious, kinda. Not to adult Jaret.
No.
I didn't think that was funny at all. I'm like, tell him where the fucking keys are. I'm literally about to fucking die right now. So that's what led into the swearing or whatever.
Right.
So he's like, what did he say? Like, where are my damn keys or something? So now we can swear. But just the swearing that went on, just all of the, the jizz face and shit like that.
Butthead.
Yeah, butthead. Exactly. Yeah, he goes, and then, the nerdy kid just goes, damn it.
Did you have a class like this?
No.
I definitely had a class like it was chemistry in high school.
Oh.
And the teacher would literally just teach to the air for an hour straight. And he did not care what happened in his class ever. The entire class would be having conversations with each other. Like just like talking like you and I are talking. We're just talking. He's lecturing to the air, doesn't give a shit. Obviously, we kind of figured it out gradually that he doesn't give a shit, but he's literally just drawing on the board, teaching, saying everything. He's like, I don't care what the fuck you don't have to learn anything. I don't care. And he's just teaching. And if you don't want to listen, fine. And if you want to disturb class, fine. Didn't matter. We used to full on choke people out in class.
We did that bit.
Yeah. So you like stop the air, and then they would pass out and have these crazy dreams.
Yeah. We
would do that
used to do
in
that
the
bit.
class as he's teaching. Didn't care. He also didn't care if you cheated. Didn't matter to him at all. We full on out cheated.
Right.
And it wasn't even quiet. It was like, what's answer number 1?
Right.
Okay, what did you get for 2? What
Do you know? You know what he was? He's a fucking visionary because
he's a college professor. Is what he is.
Was he a coach?
He's I'm telling you right now, he's a visionary because Emma just started her freshman year. There's no phone rule where she goes to school. You can have it out anytime you want. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Like life.
Exactly.
Right.
She says that she has one teacher that just says, I don't care if you sleep, take notes, get on your phone, eat, drink, whatever. He goes, but if that's who you are, and then you fail a test and you come to me, I can't help you.
Right.
Kind of thing. Again, I told her, I go, man, that's college right there. I can't imagine what college is like now.
College was a rude awakening for me.
College to me was definitely different. But I'm a different kid. I was a class clown, but I was the class clown when it needed to be. If it was just insanity like that, with just everybody talking and not listening, there's no way I could have taken that. Like I don't know that I even would have participated in that at all. But
we just sat like 1 or 2 or 3 rows back, and then the people that gave a shit sat on the first row.
Yeah. Choking people out was like a whole thing. Don't do that, by the way.
No.
If you're listening to this, it's super dangerous and super stupid. But
is that like choking a chicken?
I mean, there'd be like convulsions, like you'd go into convulsions and stuff. It was crazy.
It seems
was
safe.
crazy.
It seems really safe.
It wasn't the safest thing that we ever did.
Robin, about tonight. The concert starts about 8, so I thought we'd go to the beach and have a picnic, watch the sunset.
Sounds wonderful. Oh, bye-bye, Freddie.
Be darned. You're a heterosexual.
And a damn good one.
That was a good comeback.
And a damn good one is amazing, actually. And you're right, actually. Here's the thing about this guy. You don't really hate him. I remember hating him back in the day, but as I'm watching it, I'm just like, he's just kind of an annoyance.
Right.
You know, I mean, like the protagonist or whatever
he's
is
just a dick.
He's a superior.
Just a dick. Yeah.
He's his superior that wants him to do his fucking job.
But obviously, he's having sex with Kirstie Alley because they're going away to places.
I'm almost positive that my employees probably thought I was a dick at a time or two. Oh, I'm sure of it.
100%.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about this fucking driving test bullshit gag thing about it. No driver has ever been that bad. Like, you don't fucking, like, go out of a parking lot and turn right into a hedge. That never fucking happened. It's never happened ever.
What concert do you think he was going to take her to, by the way?
Oh, it had to have been some symphony bullshit.
That's what I thought. It was I swear to God, I thought it was either an orchestra or it was Bruce Springsteen.
Or Air Supply.
No, I think Bruce Springsteen.
Air Supply's too cool.
And he probably wears jeans that he pulls up too high or something.
Without a belt.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tucks his shirt in.
Well, back then, you could tuck your shirt in without a belt and jeans, you know, but
Hey, do you think that he was probably a better choice for her? Like, ultimately?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, why should she pick Mark Harmon? There's no reason to pick Mark Harmon.
Because he's handsome and charming.
But
and he's
than that,
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Makes you
doesn't
laugh.
pay the bills.
Looking at the age of all of them and like how old they're supposed to be, I guess. So they're all in their, he said she's 21, he's 35. So they're all in their late 30s.
Wait, who's 21?
Kim.
Alley?
No, Kim, the girl who went to Hawaii, is 21.
Okay, yeah.
So he's 35 in this movie.
Right.
If they're all in their mid 30s in the fucking 80s and they're all single.
He was 36 in real life, too, I think.
Okay, so if that's the case and they're all single in California or whatever anyway, I'm not sure any of them are who you're supposed to be with. I'm not sure Kirstie Alley is the one you're... I mean, obviously she's been through some shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like if you're mid 30s in the 80s in California, it wasn't like 30 years ago, it wasn't like now. Like now you can be 35 and single and all that, and it seems normal. I mean,
correct.
Honestly, my one of my closest friends' name is Andy, and I love him so much. And his girlfriend has never been married, and she's in her 40s, and she is super hot. She's awesome and cool and great with his kid and all of that. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just that she's chosen to be single. That really didn't happen back then.
No.
People would think something is wrong with
Exactly.
you.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if it really is there a good choice by anybody? I mean,
they'd be right.
Yeah. Well, and also here's the thing: they kiss for the first time on the beach, and she doesn't want to eat because she just wants to go have sex or whatever. She's a $5 hoe.
She's down.
Yeah, she's down. Which, by the way, I thought was super. Did you realize she wasn't wearing a bra in that scene? And
She wasn't in a bra in very many scenes.
I know, but in that last
that's like
scene,
an '80s
it's
thing
very
too, isn't
yeah,
it? Where they just Princess Leia. Everyone doesn't wear bras. No one
everybody.
wears bras.
Princess Leia didn't wear a bra.
No.
Oh my god. So I thought it was genius that they work in the 1 hour photo mart or whatever, and that they like just look through people's lives and they're.
I think it was 70s, the no bra thing, and then Madonna brought the bra back.
The pointy one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, on the borderline.
one?
I mean, you wear it on the outside of the clothes, but she brought it back.
You shush. All right, so the 1 hour photo mat thing of them just like exploring through people's lives and like, it's the redhead again.
No, no one that's a millennial understands that at
Right.
all. That was
The photo
totally
booth,
a
yeah.
thing.
So
That
I
was
went-
a real thing.
I went into Costco the other day.
The little tiny photo booths. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I went into Costco the other day, and I do remember all these 1 hour things that they get a machine in there.
But
they do it.
if you wanted to take a dirty photo, that was you'd had to just chance it that person wasn't going to take a copy of it.
Well, these photo booths weren't 1 hour photos. They were like, they go away and a week later they come back.
Yeah, we used to mail them off.
Right.
I remember that.
This is where you drop them off. And
But
then
there is a person that's doing the developing. There's overseeing and making sure that it's not messed up.
I think at this time, they were doing the printing because they were.
This little booth. No, you'd put it in an envelope. You'd put all your information on it. You give it to them.
Yeah, I do
they
remember
ship
that.
it off
Yeah.
to Kodak to develop.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it comes back to the little booth,
Yeah,
and you come
'cause you
pick
had
it
to
up.
co-
I remember you used to have to go in and fill out the thing and all. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole
yeah.
thing.
I mean,
but this is like smaller than this room. It's like a little shoebox.
yeah. So
In a parking lot, right?
So back in the day, so our friend Tom, who is actually a certified genius and a statistician, and used to work for Blockbuster. You see where that got him. But he actually,
Smart guy.
his wife, then he worked while she went and got her doctorate, and he was already doing all this shit. Well, he decided he wanted to be a stand-up comedian, so he is now a full-time stand-up comedian, and it's a fucking great love story. They have a couple of boys, and everything's great.
Would someone know who he is?
Yeah, his name's Tom Davenport. You should actually check him out. Yeah, thank you. You're always really good at that. I talk about everybody like everybody knows what I'm talking about. So always, that's really good. Yeah, Tom Davenport, look him up. He's a great comedian. He does some bit humor. He doesn't mention us by names, but there are some things where I was there, and it's always really funny to hear that in his bit. But he, when they got married, we were still in the van. We're like Bowling for Soup in the van days. So we like had to tour to his wedding, and it was like in some spot in Austin or whatever. And it was like it was hilarious. Like we were stopping at Walmart on the way to like buy ties and like just to make sure that we were presentable, and like literally like the full on, like just got there in the van, fucking stumble out. Nobody looks right, but we're all trying to put ourselves together. We get in there and, you know, it's a beautiful wedding, and there's this reception. And so at the reception, they did the thing where they had the disposable cameras on the table, right? Mm-hmm. And so they also had booze, and so we just started taking photos of just some fucked up. We took them in the bathroom, and like we're just like fucking up. And then, so at the end of it, he even gets up and he makes an announcement. He goes, his parents were elderly, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Okay. And he goes, my mom is going to come around and get all the cameras, so everybody just make sure to put them in the back. So I like go up to the bar. I'm like, can I have any receptacle that you've got? Like whatever. I'll take a fucking bucket and I'll give you $40. Like just give me something. He actually gave me like a shopping
Did
bag.
you have $40?
No, I wouldn't have given it to him. I'd have said, I'll be right back. No, I was good at that shit back then, by the way. And we collected all the cameras we did, and we went and handed them to him directly and just said, do not let your mom develop these.
Mr. Shoop, I got a bug.
What? You just got here.
Yeah. It's a female thing.
Oh, yeah. I understand. Oh, man, she's going surfing.
I'm sure.
This menstruation deal, it's such a scam. Girls are so lucky.
What? Oh, we're so lucky. You think being on your period is some picnic in the park? Are you crazy? For one, you get all PMS'd out. There's no room in your purse for no hairbrush because you got all these damn mini pads. You are so ignorant.
She nails that. So funny.
How can we be certain that menstruation is not a scam? Like, there's no way for men to know. And I am positive, because I've heard it happen. I know women have used menstruation as an excuse for something when they were not even close to menstruating. Like, I have had significant others that have said that they were menstruating. All of them menstruating when they were not menstruating as an excuse to get out of work and all that kind of stuff.
It seems to be unanimous. I mean, it's like
unanimous with women, yeah, well, because it behooves women.
But also, it's like them being sympathetic when we get hit in the nuts with something. It's like,
okay, we get hit in nuts how many times a year?
Well, it depends. Have you ever watched America's Funniest Home Videos? Because it happens a lot.
Not to the same person.
I don't know. I don't
think I've been hitting the nuts for like 20 years.
Dude, you will know when you do. But you know why? Because you don't have a little boy or a dog with a fucking with a tail with a whip.
Punches people in the dick.
He doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, we did have to fight that.
Also,
for a while.
Why is there the letter U in menstruation? That makes no sense at all. It's menstruation.
I actually know. It's the same reason that there's a U in the word color and flavor in the UK.
English people?
In the UK.
It's always the English.
I'm still fucked up with this whole gray thing. I've spelled it Gray my whole life.
I always spelt it with an E.
It is Gray.
It's gay with an R.
It's the name is E.
What?
The color is A. The name is E.
No, that's not how they do it though over there.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about them.
So we get to meet Anna Maria here, and boy,
is it Anna Maria or is it Anna Maria?
Anna
Maria, yeah. And Chainsaw and Dave are just smitten, and
a little bit.
One of my favorites. I love the scene where they just they steal the chair from the one kid, from the damn it kid, and just squeeze right in or whatever. But when they go to the library and he's just like, book reports, who wants to go to the library? And they go, and he literally ends up with 4 students in there, right? But I just love the movie review bit.
Yeah.
Me and my best friend Brian used to do that shit all the time. Like we would just start talking like that on band trips and shit, like. And again, the way that they do about the rides and things like that. You know what, Dave? I'm going to disagree about that. I actually thought that the corkscrew was really nice. But that whole, we'll see you at the movies. Just so good. It had such a big impact. There's 3 or 4 things in this one where, I did it all the time, and that was definitely one of them.
It's funny that did you call it the corkscrew?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Knott's Berry Farm?
Well, that actually happened in the movie. He said, I like the corkscrew.
No, he said the screwdriver.
Oh, okay, screwdriver. Is it not a corkscrew?
The actual ride is called the corkscrew.
Are they at Knott's Berry Farms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I am familiar with Knott's Berry Farms because I've read the Steve Martin book, and he used to work there.
Yeah,
I'm
there
familiar with Knott's Berry Farm because I put my hand up a girl's shirt who had huge boobs at Knott's Berry Farm when I was there on vacation.
No shit.
Met her at the pool at the RV park. We hit it off, grabbed her boob.
Yeah.
When I was...
Is that as far as it went?
That's as far as
When
it
I was
went.
in summer camp, we went to Knott's Berry Farm twice a month.
I tried to put my hand down her pants and she said nope.
How old was she?
14, 15.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
You have to be at the skate
And then
rink
I did
for
the
that.
whole thing. I respect you more because you denied me.
You did?
I
How
totally
old were
said
you?
that. 14 or 15. 15, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that lingo at all. I would have just been like, oh, shit, sorry.
I literally said that. I respect you more.
Cannonball off the pool.
Because I kind
deck.
of did, but I would have been fine if I'd been able to do it.
You
too.
seem like the guy that would have actually respected them more. I'd have been so embarrassed. I'd have just been like, you gonna go cannonball off the cabin?
I know you guys aren't exactly fired up about English, and I wouldn't know what to do if you were. But we're stuck here. We're trapped, like rats. But you got any ideas?
Why don't we take some field trips?
Can we do that? Sure, yeah, I got permission slips right here.
Okay, take these home. Have your mom or dad sign them. As soon as I get them back, I'll see what I can do. Done.
So I really do wish Casey was here because she has so many stories about signing her mom's name. And it's something I never did once. I never forged anything.
No way.
I would have never
I was
done
paranoid that would have gotten back
But
to my
me
mom.
too.
But didn't her mom basically say it's fine?
No, yeah.
Forge my
Oh
signature.
yeah, her
Totally
mom
fine.
didn't want to be bothered with stuff.
Yeah.
So just sign my name and fucking fuck off.
Absolutely. And
But,
Mark Harmon should be fired here, by the way. Yeah.
For allowing this? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, this comes back and bites him on the ass. So far, this is the one thing that.
So we have Chainsaw on Dean Cameron on the show through the interview.
And I do want to say what's funny about this is this is the way that I think about him. And he ended up playing Spicoli on the TV version of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Like
I didn't remember that.
So
I listened
this
to the
is
thing.
how he was. This is the character that he played.
Right.
And it's so funny now to see him because, again, I open up with, well, now I see you in a lot of courtrooms because he's a judge or he's a lawyer or whatever a lot. Because he
has that distinguished look. I think he has a shaved head and he has a beard.
Yeah.
And he just has that distinguished lawyery kind of look. to him.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely not as snarky. Is that a word? Like, does that make sense? Like how he
No,
almost
that's what
like
he is snarky
He
on
almost
this
always
movie.
it's odd because when I watch it back, like I thought of him before the interview like that he had like a constant smirk or whatever, but he doesn't. He plays it very serious, but it's just such an interesting, awesome character.
Well, because he was the alertness was up with him because he was interviewing with you and everything. I got super analytical with his acting because I was just hyper focused on him.
Right.
He killed it.
Oh, it's murder. Yeah, he's
great. Like
awesome.
when he's handing out and he's looking for the permission slips and he's like, oh, yep, I actually got him right here.
Yeah,
it was great. I was like, wow, and he's a kid acting this shit. I thought it was really well done.
He's a kid from Oklahoma that went to L.A. to make it. But I agree. I think a lot of times when you see somebody playing sort of like this kind of role where they're snarky, again, it's easy to just find it to where they just were like, let's get the silliest of all cuts. But he was obviously taking this very serious.
Yeah.
Very good. Wouldn't it be amazing to just, as you're getting on the bus, just to say to your teacher, like, next trip needs to be to the beach. We need to see her in a bikini. And he's just like,
okay.
I totally understand. And then sure enough, that scene happens. And guess what? Everett needs a snack. God damn it. I didn't even get to watch it.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Then you didn't get to see the Russian in a bikini.
What? Oh, that's what she looks like?
She looks, when she took her stuff off, I had just seen that scene like hours before.
Right.
She looks exactly like that.
Jesus Christ. Only like 20 years older.
Well, no, it doesn't look like that.
No, I'm not just saying, but I'd like that better. I like it when it's got a little age.
Did you miss the gag with her undressing?
No. So the gag is, she starts to take
European
it up. They're like,
beaches are
this isn't
nude.
Europe or whatever. And the dudes are just like, no, she goes, this isn't the Riviera. It's so good.
Oh, and she's like, nope, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, Rawdon, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Won't be long. Is it Tuesday you're coming over?
Yeah, so I leave Tuesday evening. I get there like really early. Flying into Glasgow for the first time. Nige, do we have you on the line yet?
Hey, yeah.
All right, guys. This week we watched a movie called Summer School. Was everybody able to watch the motion picture?
Yep.
No.
God damn it.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I was actually going to run it today and watch it because I wasn't supposed to be on until Monday.
Okay.
And then Rich asked me if I could do it tonight, but I hadn't rented the movie. I was going to watch it tomorrow, probably. But
Okay.
I've seen it before, but it's been a really long time since I've seen it.
All right. So, well, unfortunately for you, the questions are all dealing with the movie, and they're all really hard.
Well,
all of a sudden.
We'll see what my memory is
And
like.
they have to be answered in a British accent. Okay. Here we
I'm not
go.
talking in a British accent.
All right, guys. Summer School was a movie that we're watching this week. I want to welcome Nigel and Rawdon and Wendy to the show. And we're going to do a little game called 5 Questions now. 5 Questions is a game where we ask you 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Question number 1, true or false? The movie Summer School, it does not include a character named Robin Hood. True or false? True or false? It does not
I
have
don't even know if you're going to be
character
able to see my answer.
named Robin Hood. There is not a person named Robin Hood in the show. All right.
You just made the edit like impossible for me because I usually cut out all that other stuff. So this is gonna make no sense to anybody that's
Let's
listening.
just tell them now.
Okay.
If you want the context of this question, you got to go listen to the bonus shit on
That's
Patreon.
true. Yep, there you go.
All right. Here we go. So let's go. Wendy, what is? Boys, let me see your answers. Everybody. Okay, Wendy, your answer is true. Rawdon James, you answered what?
True, it does not.
Right.
I didn't want to fall for your double negatives.
Nigel?
True.
That is correct. That is correct. It does not feature a character named Robin Hood.
It should have, though.
It 100% should have.
It could have.
This is a tough one here. Wendy can't answer that one, actually. I don't know. To be fair, do I taper the questions?
No.
All right. I'm sorry. I got to do this, Wendy. This is a tough question. In the movie Summer School, what was the name of Kevin Costner's dog? What was his name? What's the name of the dog?
Kevin Costner?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, why'd you say something, Will?
I was wondering why you guys were laughing.
I'm gonna ding him on the answers.
It is so fucking funny because I've literally gotten those two mixed up my entire life. Okay, Mark Harmon. What's the name of Mark Harmon's dog? Dude, I really have gotten them mixed up my whole life. It's so funny.
I could see that.
Okay, let's everybody. English dudes, is your answer ready? I'll give you a hint. The first part of it is a type of bread. The second part of it is what he is. Oh, you don't have that in the UK. Actually, Wendy, that's a good hint for you. They don't have that kind of bread in the UK.
I already wrote down an answer.
Okay, let's hear it. Wendy, let's go. What's your answer?
I put Jake. That's always
Jake.
a good dog
All right,
name.
Rawdon
Pretty
James.
close.
Rawdon James, what is your answer, sir?
Corn dog.
Corn dog is not correct. That is a Bowling for Soup song, however, a really good one. Let's go to Nigel Watson for his answer.
I said pass.
Pass. That is not correct. A dog named Pass would be fucking funny, though. All three of you guys got it wrong. That you're all going into question 3.
Nigel would have gotten it right if you had said Kevin Costner and not.
The correct answer was Wonder Dog. Wonder Dog. He does say it quite a few times in the movie, especially when they lose the little bob head of the little play school toy there at the end. Okay, going into 3, you guys have a commanding tie right now. Question number 3, everybody with a score of 1. The movie Summer School stars not Kevin Costner, but Mark Harmon. And what famous actress who shares a religion with John Travolta? Famous actress, doesn't have air conditioning in her house, doesn't celebrate birthdays. I don't know if they do that actually or not.
She was in a Star Trek movie.
Was in a Star Trek movie. Used to be on a sitcom.
Spell her name.
Doesn't matter. You can, because I'm going to ask you to read it anyway. We're going to lock you in now. We'll go to Wendy first. Wendy, what is your answer?
Kirstie Alley.
That is correct. Rawdon James, what do you have?
Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley is correct. Nigel.
Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley is correct, and not any of you spelled it the same. That's amazing. Holy shit. Everybody, it is 2, 2, and 2. By the way, this is our first 3-way ever here on Jaret Goes to the Movies.
There was that one time where we almost.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but that wasn't on live.
Oh, that's right.
This is the first one where somebody's walking out of here with a limp. Okay, question number 4 about the movie Summer School. Here we go. In the movie Summer School, not Kevin Costner, I almost said it again, Mark Harmon's character, Shoop, taught what remedial class? What did he teach? Remedial what? That's right. Right next to advanced history, where they were all taking summer school voluntarily. Nerds! I still need to get that sound effect. I need the fucking ogre going, nerds! I'm going to get it. All right, Wendy, let's go to you first. Wendy is going at it blind here. She did not watch the movie. Sometimes that's actually helpful on this game. She's asked for some more time. Hold on.
What he was teaching in summer school or what he was normal job?
What he's teaching in summer school in the movie.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Here we go. We'll go to Wendy first. Here we go. Wendy, what is your answer?
English.
English is correct. Rawdon James. English is correct. Nigel. English is correct. You guys have all gotten 3 correct, 1 wrong. And going into question number 5. Is that right? 3 correct, 1 wrong?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Okay, good. All right. Good. All right, going into question number 5 here. Everybody with 3 points, it's about to get serious. Remember, if only one of you gets this one right, you will sit out the bonus question and await your fate. By the way, me and Rich just started a metal band called Await Your Fate. Will is our lead singer. Yeah! All right, here we go. Question number 5 about the movie Summer School. In the movie Summer School, all of the kids had different scenarios in which they wanted Kevin Costner, otherwise known as Mark Harmon, to help them in. Name one favor that a student wanted. We're going to Wendy. Name one favor that one of the kids needed.
Show me what you got.
A place to live.
A place to live is correct.
Oh.
Absolutely correct. Let's go to Rawdon James.
Driving lessons.
Driving lessons is correct. Let's go to Nigel Watson.
Great minds. Driving lessons.
Driving lessons is correct. Oh my goodness. It's for the first time ever. We have a 3-way tie here on 5 questions on Jaret Goes to the Movies. And we will be going into Rich's bonus question. Take it away, Rich.
What 2 TV shows do 2 actors from this movie appear in, and who are the actors?
Oh, damn.
What?
There are 2 actors in this movie that appear in 2 different TV shows together. What are those actors, and what are the TV shows?
So you have to know 4 things?
4 things.
Damn. Is this partial credit?
No partial credit.
Oh, dang.
Unless I change my mind at the last second.
So now I was texting with Casey. What's the question? Because I want to know if I know the answer.
There's 2 actors.
Yeah.
That appear in 2 different TV shows together.
Okay.
What are those actors and what are the TV shows?
Shit. And that's tough. That's a tough question.
It is, especially when you don't know enough about the actors. So no.
I can see that you're all still thinking about it. I'm tempted to play everybody's favorite song. Wendy, what you got?
Nothing.
Jack shit. She has jack shit, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go now to Rawdon James.
Well, I'm just going to go for the obvious ones. I have no idea whether or not Kirstie Alley has ever been in NCIS or whether Mark What's-His-Face has ever been in Cheers, but I'm going to guess it anyway.
Okay, we go to Nigel Watson now.
Again, no idea. I just put Cheers.
Cheers. Are you saying thank you or goodbye in English?
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay.
The answer is Mark Harmon and that other guy, and I can't remember his name. Let's see, I can tell you.
Yeah, but we're supposed to know. Fuck you.
His name is
Fuck you, Rich.
His name is hang on.
No, they
His
all
name
get it.
is
They all get
Patrick
it.
Ben Dover.
Labrato.
Ben Dover.
Patrick Labrato or whatever.
Which character was he?
Anyway, they were in NCIS and
Are your
Jag.
questions supposed to be that hard? That's a
No.
fucking hard
I
question.
had a hard time coming up with a good question, so I just went with that
So,
one.
so Cheers
Christ.
is correct?
Cheers is not correct.
So what were the shows?
NCIS and Jag.
Dude, who the fuck would have gotten that? That's impossible.
Anybody that watches TV.
Yeah. Nerds.
Right.
All right, you're right. Most of our listeners.
Right.
Okay.
So do all three of them get the super hard bonus question?
Yeah, first time ever.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Do you have enough categories?
Holy moly.
Do you have enough categories? Do you have animals?
Are you doing my bit,
Oh,
motherfucker?
sorry. That's my favorite thing ever now.
All right, Will, take it away for the super hard bonus question.
Okay, for the super hard question, I'm going to ask each of you what category you want to pick from, and your categories are science, animals, sports, movies, sex, and podcaster tattoos. Should we give it ladies first?
Ooh,
Well, we know what she's not going to pick.
Yeah.
So what
Sex
are you,
or
podcast tattoos?
Which category?
Wendy, you're up first.
All right, we'll try movies, I guess.
What famous actor voiced E.T. in the rough cut of the film?
Ooh, that's hard, but I think I've heard this before.
It's the point of my questions. They're supposed to be hard.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. This is so gross. Please
I
stop
have
it.
no idea.
The answer is Deborah Winger.
Oh, I did know that.
Very interesting.
We
Very
talked about it in the
I'm
ET episode,
Googling
actually.
that.
I forgot
The
about
rough
that.
cut, not the actual movie. the
Yeah,
rough
we
cut.
talked about it in the episode.
Okay.
It's Rich's favorite actress.
Worst favorite.
It's Deborah Winger.
Okay, I'm going to give this next one to Nige. Pick a category that is not movies.
Do you want him to list them again?
Animals.
Animals. All right. How many noses does a slug have?
Oh. None.
Oh, I'm sorry. The answer is 4.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a lot of noses.
That is wacky.
Yeah, I did not know that.
All right, Rawdon James.
You know what's funny is you said slug.
Yeah.
I envisioned sloth.
No.
I'm like, where's all those noses?
Yeah, right.
It's in the pee-pee. Okay.
I've watched that video of the one crossing the street like
Right?
500 times.
And it took you 3 years.
All right, Rawdon.
That's true.
You can do science, sports, sex, or tattoos.
Go on, let's go for tattoos. Why not?
I need to stop asking this question.
Why?
Okay, I have a tattoo on my ankle. What does it say?
Not your shoulder then.
No, because I gave it away so many times. Somebody should know it now. I put it on screen so many times.
What is the tattoo?
What's the tattoo on his ankle?
Or the one on my shoulder, if you know it.
What is one of Will's tattoos?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He has two.
The one on his shoulder is a. I can't remember. I think it was a sun and
What did you say?
a sun and a moon.
No, that is incorrect.
That is incorrect. Ish. Super close.
You know what? It kind of is correct.
It is
though.
kind of correct.
Should we give it to him?
No.
I mean,
the sun is only one specific one. That one is obviously not because it's too far away. So it is not.
Wait, but hold on. But we don't know that that's our moon. It could be any moon, like from way far away.
You know what? I'm going to give it to him. That is correct.
It's correct.
That is correct.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. The fix is in.
Rawdon James, only the second person ever to get one of Will's super hard bonus questions correct. He did
sort of.
He did get his ass kicked on by Wayne Bullard on the population of China.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys all played a great game. Unfortunately, Rawdon James will take this 148-0. Both of you other two. With that amazing score. This is a 50-minute pre-show that we just did. So thank you guys for staying up until 3 o'clock in the flipping morning for us. We love you guys. English guys, I'll see you guys in a week or so. Wendy, I will see you very soon. Please don't hesitate to stay in touch because I always love hearing from you. Y'all be safe, okay?
Thanks, Jaret. Love you guys.
All right, love you guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
You're suspended until Kelban returns and officially fires you.
What? Hey, this is your fault. You knew I couldn't teach.
Goodbye, Mr. Shoup.
Gills, what if I become a model teacher? This is gonna be fun. Okay. You get every kid left in your class to pass that skills test, and I'll forget about your field trips. Done. They all have to pass?
It's called teaching. Of course, if you don't know how to do that, then I guess you don't deserve tenure.
Yeah, it's called teaching.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it fucking drives me crazy.
Tenure is the worst thing ever.
Who's the, who does that remind me of? It reminds me of it's called teaching. Walk in with a suit, like do a little thing, like blah, blah, blah. Don't pass go on the way home. What character is that?
I don't know.
It's called teaching, blah, blah, blah. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, he does walk in with a suit. And I think, here's the thing. I fucking hate this. I get it. We have to make it into a movie. We have to solve all these problems. We don't really have an insane, villain in this. The villain is these kids are fucking idiots, right?
Yeah.
So he wants to get serious about it.
The villain is Mark Harmon.
Yeah. This is your planes,
Not
trains,
doing
and automobiles.
Sort of.
It's like the Karate Kid.
He's a terrible, terrible teacher. He doesn't give a shit. He's really
He's not
selfish.
supposed to be there, though.
Okay, but he is. So
he's a phys ed teacher, not an English teacher.
You're just teaching from a book. I mean, come on. It's remedial English.
I just thought of the line that I was trying to think of, and I cannot think of the character. It's called reading. Left to right. Turn the page when you're done. What is that?
I don't know.
It's Tommy Boy.
Oh,
it's David Spade.
David Spade.
Which means, holy shit!
Snarky.
We did that 1 year ago today. So
What?
as we're
right. I saw
talking
that
about
too.
this, our Tommy Boy episode was a year ago today.
Was that the first episode I was on?
It might have been.
Maybe.
I think maybe, yeah.
Is it bad that I don't really remember or care? I'm just glad you're here now.
Is it my anniversary?
It might be your anniversary.
I love you.
I love you too, man. You want a beer?
No thanks.
Okay.
Anyway, the best teachers are the teachers who entertain while they teach.
Stop eating.
So you should do just fine.
You think I'm entertaining?
To children. Gotta go. Your time's up.
I know why you're helping me.
Professional courtesy.
Well, you like me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Do not.
You do.
Don't either.
Come on. Don't you like me just a little bit?
No,
Not even that much?
I like you that much.
It's a start.
How much did you love her? Seriously.
Yeah.
When you first saw this movie, I just thought
Yeah,
she was
she's the greatest.
so sexy and just because I can remember her eating that. What the fuck is she eating right there? By the way, it's like a white fruit vegetable situation.
Jicama?
What's the fuck is that? Anyway,
It's like a Mexican potato.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
you're right,
remember. I think that's what she's having.
Yeah,
It is California. Could be. You never
What are you
know.
trying to say?
Bok choy.
This is California in the 80s, not the 90s.
Well, no, but this is a different scene. She's not eating that. Right here, she's eating the chocodoodles.
Oh, yeah.
And he's having Hawaiian Punch and Pop-Tarts.
That's right. Yeah.
The guy eats nothing but crap and looks like that. Jesus Christ.
I
Life
totally
is
agree that
unfair.
a teacher that entertains is absolutely better as a teacher.
Definitely.
And more importantly, I would say drawing on the board. If you're not drawing on the board in your class when you're teaching, you suck as a teacher.
You know, they don't even do that anymore. I mean, it's not even a thing. Everything is a digital thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
They
not
have
even
digital whiteboards.
I don't even know that they have chalkboards.
Yeah, but they're
anymore.
still drawing. I don't care about chalkboards. I'm saying if you're not visually...
No, I think they fucking have PowerPoint presentations.
They do, yeah. Yeah.
That's gay. But seriously,
What?
I honestly wish I could bring a whiteboard around with me everywhere I go.
I hate in my office that there's no whiteboard in my
It's
house.
yes.
I'm like, I need to put something down, my thought.
So you guys are racist. You hate the blackboard.
Right. My boss has...
They were never black. They were kind of green.
I know, but they called it black. Black people are actually brown.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Black
is
racist.
Black is overrepresented as a color.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right. My boss in his office painted one wall, the big wall, with the whiteboard paint. That shit is amazing. Paint one of your walls with the whiteboard paint.
Oh, no, I live with Simone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But seriously, I go in there, and when I start talking to him, and I'm trying to describe some idea.
Gotta draw it.
I fucking have to get up and draw it. And I draw the shit out of it. And honestly, I was having the conversation with the Russian yesterday, and I was pissed off because I couldn't diagram out what I was talking about. Because I know if I diagrammed it out, she would completely understand it. But because I couldn't, she didn't understand it, and we got in an argument because of it.
UML?
Well, I don't know about UML, but just boxes. I like boxes and arrows.
Sure.
It's like I just draw a box, and then you imprint what I'm talking about in this box, and I draw another box, and then it's totally separated, and you go arrow over to here, arrow down to here. It fucking makes so much difference. It's so silly, but it makes all the difference in the world.
This is the kind of conversation you want to have with your girlfriend. You have to flowchart it.
I would love to do that. I think it would make so much more sense to the female brain. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop everybody with the...
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Free stuff.
Free?
Free. Right in the word free. Here's how it works. All of us have been ripped off, right? Payphone steals your money, not enough cheese on your pizza.
My shades keep falling apart.
Perfect. Now you're going to write that company a letter, and you're going to see action if your letter is clearly written and your letter threatens to hurt their business and is signed, forgive me, Chainsaw, Mr. Francis Grimp, President, Consumer Against Faulty Eyewear.
You want me to lie? Okay.
Why does it have to? Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, I forgot to ask Dean about cool dude sunglasses because I, God damn it, every time I get a new pair of sunglasses, I start to put them on. I'm like, I love my new cool dude sunglasses. And
well, you did say you weren't gonna fucking fanboy out on it.
I tried not to, and I think I did a pretty good job. I asked.
Not really.
I didn't do a good job.
At fanboying, you were fanboying out on it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you have done a better job?
No.
Okay.
No.
But at least we're on the same page.
Yeah.
How did I fanboy out? I want to hear that for real, and it won't make me mad. Tell me.
I mean, I can't be specific because it's too far from when I watched it. But I remember you fanboying.
I tried to be specific as far as my questions and tried to be a little bit lenient.
No, I don't. It wasn't a derogatory statement. Me saying that.
No. I really was a fanboy.
Right.
And again, it's super hard to do. It's really hard.
This movie, I think, like we already said, this is the perfect 80s movie. This is the epitome of the perfect 80s movie. There might be other movies that were better or whatever for whatever reason, but if you're thinking about an 80s movie and someone says summer school, you go, exactly.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like I as I was talking to him, I started thinking about, okay, so like it wasn't like I was talking to like John Cusack, because that obviously, like, he went on to be like blah blah blah. It felt like if I were talking to like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, who was also like the defining character in Better Off Dead and Risky Business, which, by the way, Dean asked me, do you know the film Risky Business? And like,
Right.
does it talk about that in the interview? But Yeah, I mean, and it's really hard to do. I wanted to tell him about my fanboy moment with Patton Oswalt, which, have I told that on this show?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're hearing this for the first time, essentially, here's the bottom line. We were doing Jimmy Kimmel. We find out Patton Oswalt is on there, and I told the guys, hey, guys, don't go up to him and do, like, his own shit to him. We're going to be tempted to it. And all day I said, let's play it cool. And after the show, it was a playoff game of baseball, and they have a full bar there, and we're all in there, and we're drinking and shit. Man, it's the end of the night by the time it becomes my turn to talk to him, and I am so hammered. And I'm just like, I'm going to sneak this beer out of here in my belly. And he was just like, well, that's original, and just fucking turns around on me and walks away.
Because that was his joke.
His bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hurt.
Maybe we should hear this bit.
The Patton Oswalt bit? Yeah, I'll look it up next time. It actually really is funny.
Right.
He does a deal about Dewar's. Oh, nice sweaty glass of Dewar's. You know, I'm going to sneak this into the movies in my belly. It's really...
I can't leave my number because I'm downtown in jail.
Jail?
What, you surprised? I got arrested in my swim trunk, so I need $50 and a pair of shoes. It's a long story. Listen, Robin, please don't mention this to that bite in the ass Gills. Hey, you're an angel. Dinner, dancing, Paris, you name it.
Hello, Mr. Shu.
Who is this?
It's the bite in the ass.
When I say bite in the ass, I mean that in the nicest possible way. Can I talk to Robin, please?
I'm afraid Robin and I are on our way out of town.
But don't worry, we'll be right over.
How is that your first call? You've never even been out with her before.
I know.
He doesn't know anybody else.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, you live on a beach.
You have friends, right?
First of all, the property is worth a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Like, according to this movie, he has 0 friends at all.
He would have all the friends. He's the cool fucking teacher.
He lives on the fucking
He's
beach.
dating a 21-year-old and taking her to Hawaii. He has all the friends.
You don't have a best friend you would fucking
In
call?
fact, actually, if we're being fucking completely honest, he knows the chief of police, and he's getting out for free anyway. He would have already known those cops.
Right.
It's the beach beat, for Christ's sake.
And what's the deal with those cops? They couldn't let him into his house, which they were literally in his backyard,
Right.
to say, like, can I put some fucking clothes on before I go to jail?
Well, let's be completely honest about that. Like, and you're going to send somebody into a cell with roller skates. Do you know the kind of damage? Have you ever fucking seen Boogie Nights? Do you know what roller skates can do to someone? Fucking unbelievable. But they do. They wheel him in there. And again, one of my favorite things ever is anytime I have gum, I like to say, who wants gum? And I got that from this right here. So, and then I love they bail him out or whatever. He just has some random fucking earring. He's like, I made a new friend. All right. So I used to think digging my finger in peanut butter and then in jelly was like the coolest thing of all time. Here's the thing. They just didn't have bread. I was trying to copy this movie. It's real messy. It's super sticky. The jelly doesn't even stay on the peanut butter. It falls
slips
right off.
right the fuck out.
You could even tell that as he's feed it to the dog. The dog's not getting any jelly because it rolls right off.
Like the cuts on there were bugging this shit out of me.
Totally.
Because I was like, there's no way he's putting that actually in his mouth after the dog eats it. And it's always completely different.
Yeah, he goes in for one for the dog once and pulls it out, and it's just a little bit on the finger. And when they go to the dog, it's just like a fucking ice cream cone on his finger or whatever. It's just like, this is a bad edit, guys.
It's
but
a bad edit.
You know what? Maybe we all think that's funny.
What are you doing here? What am I doing here? You do this every night? We have Mondays off. Listen, man, you can't tell anybody, okay? They think I'm 21.
You were fabulous. This is from both of us.
I'm in the wrong business. Yeah, but about school, Larry. I mean, I think if you could sneak in a couple hours sleep, you could catch up with the rest of the class. Just shoot, man. Think about what you're saying. I mean, if you could be 17 again, only you knew then what you know now. Yeah. Well, I know. I hate that kid.
Hey, what was Shoop doing there? Not explained.
There must have been a missing scene.
There
where
has
he
to
got,
have
where
been.
he got tipped off or
I thought
followed him or something.
I thought I missed something because I wasn't paying
Me
attention
too.
fully.
Because the last thing that he talked about was like meeting women or whatever, but it was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Maybe it's ladies' night at a strip club and he went there. You know, it's a stretch. They never explained it. Secondly, this is a big one. Who is the actress that comes up to him during this conversation and gives him the tip.
Is it Ferris Bueller's mom?
It is Ferris Bueller's mom.
Oh,
That is
funny.
correct.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I was just
Yeah.
like, holy shit, it's wouldn't that have been funny if they would have somehow figured out how to tie that in?
When did Ferris Bueller come out?
It was 85.
So a couple years
Yeah,
after.
it's after a little bit. So the kids find we're having to fucking fly through this one. There's so much to talk about. The kids find out he went to jail for him, which of course is fucking bullshit. It's a bullshit arrest. It's bullshit. They're the ones sitting there with
Is that a
him.
jailable offense?
They're sitting there with
I
it.
don't even think it's a jail. I think it's just a fine, giving alcohol to a minor.
Even then he goes. To me, he's out of it because he goes, it's not even my alcohol. And then they go, okay, then you have a dog on the beach or whatever. So they've already let him off of that. Do you just see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and that's definitely a fine.
Yeah.
That's not a jailable
So
offense.
I bet. So being the biggest fucking libertarian in the world, this movie has to drive Dean Cameron fucking crazy.
Oh yeah,
because he is not fucking around.
That's right.
We got to get him in touch with the boss.
Pam?
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Remember I said I'd tell you my wish when the time was right? It's right.
Your wish is to move in with me?
I'm a great cook.
Uh-huh.
I won't get in your way.
Whoa.
So I've thought about this a bunch.
She was 19 at this time in real life, so fair game on that.
Right. So I've thought about this a lot lately, and it's fucking weird. It's so
Did
weird.
he said yes?
No.
Oh.
But she goes into this whole thing about like 16 being the same as 21. And like, of course, all of us are like, well, that's fucking not even a thing at all, right?
Uh-huh.
Not even close. And then she goes, well, when I'm 61, she'll be 65. Is that what she says? And at the same time, I'm like, well, that's not a thing. That's the same thing. It's like once you get past 30 to me, like everything's the same thing.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Honestly. Is there any debate on that at all?
Well, we're
Your
gonna
wife's-
find out for sure as soon
wife's-
as your wife passes.
Yeah, your wife's under 30.
Right. So my wife's 20. Here's the thing, though. But I'm being completely honest. Like, when I used to say it's my girlfriend, fiance, whatever, she's 23.
Mm-hmm. That was
it seemed weird. At 27, she's so close to 30, nobody bats an eye. Do they ask us if we want separate checks at every single restaurant? Yes. Yeah, they do. And we still can't figure that one out. Like, we're holding hands, kissing and shit.
Why do
people just walk out? You guys, are these together or separate?
Oh, I know why. She's a modern woman. She kept her name.
She did fucking keep her name.
so
Fucking-
obviously she'll be Dutch.
Roadhouse.
All right, so I don't even know what we're doing here, but let's just fucking figure it out.
Podcasting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
Courtney Thorne Smith. So I give her hair an 8, eyes a 10. She's got nice eyes. Nose an 8, a mouth a 5. She kind of has thin lips and like really long like incisors. Aren't those the front teeth? And then, but her face, I give her a 10 because I think all the imperfections come together into the most beautiful face ever.
You think thin lips and longer incisors?
Hold on,
is
what
a flaw?
age are you doing her at?
On this movie.
Okay.
Although it doesn't even matter because she's beautiful throughout.
That's what I'm saying, but I feel like she's getting low marks. I have to tell you something after this. Keep going.
I'm analyzing each individual thing, but
Okay.
I just gave her face overall a 10.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Arms a 6. She's kind of meaty arms. Boobs a 10. Her fucking boobs are insanely amazing. Waist a 7. She kind of has a little bit of the boy hips thing. Ass an 8. Legs a 7. But again, body, I give it 10 overall because it just comes together beautiful. I mean, perfect.
Because tits.
But that brings her to an 8. But still, 8. Insanely good.
So I do need to tell you this. She had a boob reduction. after
Oh,
this
wow.
movie. Yeah. That's why I'm asking you at what age.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, because she was wearing a wetsuit, which is supposed to make you look completely flat, and she was still busting out of that thing.
Right.
I didn't know she had a boob reduction. That's crazy.
Well, not a
I
lot
wonder
of
if she
people
had
know
a
that.
boob job with the reduction because her boobs are amazing to this day. But they're
1,
bouncy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
So Kirsty gets a quick scale of a 6.5. it didn't hold up for me. Like, I was all about her for a decade, but it just didn't quite hold up. And then Anna Maria gets a quick scale of 8.5.
I like it. She apparently had a boyfriend during all of the filming of the show.
Anna Maria?
Yeah.
So off limits for Dean is what you're trying to get to?
That's not what I said. I just said that she had a boyfriend during the show. I will say this. I think with Kirstie Alley, with this one, wardrobe is a factor because there's so much. They're putting her literally into.
Well, that was that denim and denim.
Well, and then the
denim tuxedo,
and then the sweater dress thing. Like it was like they were literally trying to get her into every outfit of the time
of the 80s.
You know,
that is true. Those were the two big.
Yeah, and so my thing is though that I thought even I didn't feel like her hair was too out of control because it could have been way bigger.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like that one went well.
I just see her as a Vulcan. That's my problem.
I think with Courtney, the thing is that they didn't put a lot of makeup on her.
No,
like they just let her be almost this sort of like
she was
tomboy surfer.
Yeah, she's a casual surfer chick.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't put it past Hollywood to not do it right.
She didn't wear shoes to class one time, and her feet were nice, so I gave her a 15.8.
Young man, the possession of false identification and of alcohol by a minor are serious crimes. You've just confessed to both of them.
I didn't mean to.
However, since the arresting officers let you off with a warning, I'll probably do the same.
Is this guy bitching or what?
Now, Mr. Shoup.
Your Honor, my name is Robin Elizabeth Bishop, and I'm also in the faculty with the defendant. I submit that this man went to jail for his students. Very few teachers ever exhibit that degree of dedication. Therefore, Your Honor, I move
Don't move, Miss Bishop. You're out of order. And you're also correct. Mr. Shoup, these charges will be dropped.
Fucking charges are dropped.
I love that. And I move.
Yeah, please don't move. Or he doesn't even say, please don't move. Yeah, you can't even fucking stand up in a courtroom. I'm not sure when the last time you guys have been in one of those. And for me, it was like all domestic shit, and, divorce and kids and all that stuff. But it's quiet and you're nervous and nobody does that. None of the shit that happens in the movies happens.
You don't fuck around.
You do not fuck around.
Yeah. Or
no.
Your ass is going into the holding cell.
What's funny though that I noticed is that all these lawyers go in and out, and they're all standing up, they're laughing, they're talking, hey, just sit here. Let me go over here and talk to this guy. And everybody's having a great time. If you're a lawyer, you're standing up, you know where to go and when, and you just sit there in your fucking chair, and you're waiting. You're gonna get it. And here's the thing: you're supposed to be there at 9, and they're like, yeah, it might be like 1 p.m. before we get to you or whatever.
Right.
Or we'll see if they can work you in.
And you're sitting there doing all your case stuff. There's like 40 other people waiting, listening to all your business.
Exactly.
That was the worst. I'm like, I don't want anybody hearing my fucking business.
I have been so lucky just because my
out of context business.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ.
I've been so lucky that I always get to go first, and I credit that all the amazing Tim Powers.
Glory to God.
No, I'll fucking say it. Tim Powers is the fucking best, but
I've only been to court because I was in jury duty.
I really want to get a good jury case.
I've never been picked.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I really do. I really want to get on one before I die. I want to be on one like murder case where there's mystery involved.
I was almost on one, and it was like sexual assault case or something, and I got off of it. I got out of it.
I don't want any part of that.
I don't want any part of that either.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd side with the dude every time.
I can't.
You fuck.
I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ.
What's Rich's deal?
I mean, unless she's bullshit, then I would. Not always their fault. Sometimes they're asking for it. Look, did you see how she was dressed?
You sexy.
It was a sexual assault with children, you fuckhole.
Oh, okay, that's not good. I would always side with the children.
All right, shut up.
Okay, break the seals on your test booklets now and turn to the section titled Reading Vocabulary. You will have 20 minutes to complete this section. Everybody ready?
Tension breaker had to be done.
I did this in classes, the same bit, but I would actually repeat it.
Are you doing it in class?
Oh, fuck yeah. All the time. But I would repeat it like during the... So then it became a thing. So then I wouldn't do it. So people be waiting on it and shit. So like it became a whole bit back and forth to where like he's
Your
gonna fucking
teachers had
do it.
to hate you.
They did it because they thought it was fucking funny. I swear to God, I'm Facebook friends with all my teachers, and all of them thought it was fucking hilarious because I would wait for the right time. Because sometimes, you know, like, look, nobody wants to read Gone with the Wind. You have to fucking take your test on that shit. You need a attention breaker, right? You know, but I would wait till it was all passed out and shit, and then I would just like.
I don't think they tested on Gone with the Wind.
100%. We had to
Really?
read that. We had to read it in high school. It was
Canterbury Tales, yeah, but I didn't know Gone with the Wind was part of it.
Fucking worst.
I actually say that all the time as well. That's a big one for me.
Yeah.
And mostly, I have to say, I actually said it this summer, actually. I remember distinctly like a couple months ago using that. But I do it in my head all the time. Like
breaker.
anytime that I make a noise and people are like, what was that noise? And I go,
Yeah.
and in my head I go, tension breaker, had to be done.
Right.
Because I don't want to say it out loud and look like a douchebag.
Right. Well, I'm so
No
loud.
offense.
I'm so loud anyway. Like, but okay, so you know
But
me.
I'm just, most people aren't going to get it.
No.
And
but-
I know that, so I just say it in my head. It makes me laugh. That's all that matters.
Denise, no previous test score because you ditched every test, but a 38.
Honey, that's terrific.
We'll get him next time.
Kevin. Yeah. From a 48 to a 75.
Yeah, I'm back on the team.
Yeah! Chainsaw! The last score was a 6. This time, 59. Monster comeback.
All right.
And Dave, from a 26 to a 70. I passed.
You made it.
You passed and I failed, you asshole. How could you do that to me?
It was an accident. Take it again. I can fail. I know it. And Pam went from a 53 to an 82.
Was that the highest?
Well, almost. I mean, that guy who spent 6 weeks in the bathroom got a 91. But look, there's more going on here than test scores and grades. You all worked hard and you improved.
Those were the best grades we just heard. There was like 14 other grades that were like
0.
Yeah, terrible. This is not good. You should be fired.
Do you know? Actually, I didn't think about it till right now. But you know why Dave passed?
Who's Dave?
The blonde-headed guy who passed and Chainsaw failed. Because he put C for every fucking answer.
Oh,
He didn't try.
That's right.
C.
Yeah. So
C.
yeah. So
C.
that's the thing.
I'll put B next time.
Yeah.
I'll fail.
Exactly.
That's
well,
funny.
overall, I mean, I really, really loved watching this. I mean, it was insane. That I really should start watching these earlier in the week, and we'll make Casey be here next time. She is out having a fantastic night, by the way, so nobody stress over the fact that she's not here.
You're not having marriage problems?
She died. I may have buried her in the backyard. No, everything's great. And, I mean, again, y'all got to go back and watch the last scene because Kirstie Alley is like we're in this like beige thing and you can see her tits. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts.
I was only looking at her eyes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what happens, listening to her voice. So I give this movie a thumbs up. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I think it aged well. Rich.
Thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up for you, Will.
I love this movie.
That's 3 thumbs up. You heard it here first. Until next time, I'm Jaret.
And I'm Rich.
And I'm Will.
And we'll see you at the movies. All right. I want to thank everybody for sharing. Wendy Kropf, Barry Ferguson, Mark Ryan, Ryan the intern, Chris O'Dell, Sean. By the way, Ryan the intern, working really, really hard these last few weeks. Give her a shout out. Chris O'Dell, Sean Umbeck, Boombeck, Chris Pulse, John Gickler, Andy Yerman, Ray Jimenez, Angie Thorin, Nigel Watson, Rawdon James, Fiona Freeman, the head of the Bowling for Soup fan page, Person Carr, and Joseph Bishop. Thank you guys so very much for sharing the podcast. If you want to hear your name next week, well, why not fucking share our post?
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaretgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Jason Randall writes, "Hi Rich, Jaret, Will, and Casey. I love the Mallrats episode. Jaret said he was low energy, but man, did Rich feel I think people are just doing this to cause problems at this point. He put my name first, and he's talking shit like this. He's an instigator.
I don't care. Let's hear.
This was this was passionate disdain for Joey Lauren Adams. I get it. Fun facts about Mallrats: Joey Lauren Adams was Kevin Smith's girlfriend at the time Mallrats was filmed, and that's why she's in Mallrats and Chasing Amy. Well, that explains a lot. 2. T.S. and Quint are all named after characters from the movie Jaws. Finally, the reason I'm writing, Waffle House. I was once served by a waitress with an arm amputated at the elbow. She brought a bowl to me on top of the nub. A month later, I was in a different city and went to a Waffle House. Same lady, 60 miles away. 2 weeks later, another city, same lady.
No.
That's what he says. This was fascinating. It became my own urban legend. I told friends about the one-armed waitress who follows me everywhere. And then I told one further person, and that's when she told me it was her mom.
No way. I love it. What's this guy's name?
Why does he have to lie?
This
was Jason Randall.
Okay, Jason. First of all, I want to say this. I wrote a song one time about a waitress that waited on us on Thanksgiving. We weren't home and we were in a van. We had to stop at like a Flying J, like a truck stop thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we had the buffet.
Buc-ee's.
No. It wasn't that nice. It was like a Flying J. And her name was Ruth. So I wrote a song called Ruthless the Toothless. And it's actually a really, it never came out. Maybe that's something that I should share on the podcast. So anyway, I sympathize with you. No, I don't sympathize. I think that your Waffle House story is amazing. Waffle House is insanely dirty, and I don't like it, but everybody else likes it, and I always think the food is fine, but I have a really hard time with it. I'd rather somebody go in and get it for me and bring it to me.
So you don't see it.
You walk into a Waffle House expecting the bathrooms to be disgusting.
Yeah, but I don't know. Or there be a shooting. You know what I mean? Like
or everyone's smoking.
Oh
even
my
though
God,
it's illegal.
back in the day. What was the first point that he made?
Joey Lauren Adams was the girlfriend.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. So Rich went into that episode with this calculated thing where he was going to act like it didn't bother him. And so I listened back to that podcast.
Uh-huh.
I did. And he fucking held it. You know, and I go, I don't care if the voice, whatever. And so I fucked up your bit because you go, oh, really? I didn't notice anything. And then later on, but you fucking hold on to it. Like, the time to fucking explode is then, and let's fucking argue it. By then, I'm completely over it. And her little titties are so awesome. Oh, they're so
terrible.
She is so hot. I wonder what she looks like now.
I don't know.
I bet she's still pretty.
Yeah, she looks the same.
I bet she looks good. Anyway, I think she's great and good for Kevin Smith. All right, let's go.
Barry Ferguson writes, who's also on the chat. Greetings to you all. I do hope this arrives before you record the summer school podcast. It did, Barry. I may have mentioned this before, and I will again. But this is one of my all-time favorite films of all time. He misspelled favorite, by the way.
He's English.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a couple of questions for Chainsaw, if you would be so kind to ask him on my behalf.
Oh, shit. I missed it.
Okay. 1, how do you spell cat?
Oh, because he doesn't know how to... Yeah, so he would have liked that.
And B, where are my keys?
Okay, so he's going into the... We touched on
that would have been
all
a good to throw in there. Where are my keys?
Yeah, so here's the thing about the interview I did with Chainsaw. And you're going to hear this.
By the way, the summer school episode is going to be in 2 parts, and we're going to air the interview next week with commentary.
I thought I did really good. I asked about the cast, and we did this, and I had this whole thing about where he was from and all of this. And
he disagreed.
One time. No, I mean, I don't know. It worked out fine because after the fucking interview, apparently
I think if you interviewed him again, like knowing what you know now,
yeah,
it would have killed.
Well, what I didn't put together was, and I'll say this now,
This is your second interview,
Hold on.
by the
It
way.
is, yeah. So I'm in Bowling for Soup. I've been in Bowling for Soup for 23 years. So when I'm doing an interview and someone says, "How'd you get the name?" Like it literally just throws me off. Like it fucking drives me crazy. All of those questions that you could Google and get the answer to 23 years later, I don't want to be asked all the time. I'd rather have new questions. So I'm not an interviewer. I'm a fan of movies who happens to be the greatest singer that's ever lived in the greatest band that's ever lived in the history of the world. And arguably the most attractive person that's ever walked the earth.
We can see that right on the TV right now.
So I asked him, like, how was working with Mark Harmon? And he goes, he's the nicest person in the world. And then, so he does take this jab. But I learned a lot from that jab, from him saying, I get sick of answering. You could Google that, because I've been saying that forever. I've been saying, dude, the answer to how we got our name is on Google. So the thing is that I can't go into an interview situation and be a fan and ask the questions that I think other people want to hear. I need to go in and be a fan and ask the questions that I want to know 25 years later. He wanted to talk about the fact that him and Patrick had done a movie together. He didn't want to talk about the fact that him and Gary really weren't ever even friends, and they're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
can I throw up some advice?
Yeah, totally, sure.
And this is 2020, hindsight 2020.
Also, first of all,
listening to the thing.
Hold on, let me throw in
go
this.
ahead.
All of the things that you said he talked about on the thing. That's all me. Those are all questions I did.
No, I'm not gonna dog on you.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna point out. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this is all hindsight 2020. You're doing this interview with him, and then I'm learning from your positives and your negatives.
And it's thrown on me because I didn't make the deadline that you set, and I had to get it in on. And again, nothing against you.
Tell him why.
You're right. Okay, so
the reminder.
Oh my God, this is the fucking. This is the best. You have to leave all this in the podcast.
Yeah, I will.
So this is a true story. So me and Casey were actually supposed to be in New Orleans last week. We decided, you know what, man? Let's not go to New Orleans. We've been traveling a bunch. Let's stay home and just get some shit.
Stay married.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, when we break up in New Orleans, it doesn't count.
Oh, that's right.
But let's stay home and just get a bunch of shit done around the house. And just be together and like watch movies naked and like just be a team, and that's what we were doing.
Or
and
clothed.
We had a fucking great weekend. But starting Friday night, I kept getting this reminder, and it just said Dean, and I'm like, the fuck is that? So I'm like, go away for now. Go away. The whole next day, all of Saturday. And Saturday, we were doing all kinds of shit. We were shopping for lighting for our living room and our kitchen. And it just kept coming up. That night, laying in bed, we're talking, and I just go, God damn it, man. She's like, what? I go, I just keep getting this reminder, and it just says Dean. And I'm like, and she goes, do you know a guy named Dean? I go, yeah, but he's from Wichita Falls. There's no reason I would be getting a fucking reminder that just says Dean all the time. Like, so I fucking X it out. So the next day we do a Google Hangout with our Patreon supporters, and we're all sitting there or whatever. And we start to talk about what the next movie is. And then I see Rich's face and I go, oh shit. I had a deadline. My deadline was that fucking day.
That day
was my deadline. So I just fucking text the guy, and I'm just like, hey, man, I got to get this interview like right now. And I go, I'll talk to you in a couple of hours. That's a true story. So he just
Where
goes.
was he? Was he outside?
He
or
was
something?
out. No, he was out.
The audio was bad on his side.
Yeah.
We should
well, he was in California and on a bad cell phone. And I mean,
you were Skype calling him or something. Like
on
that.
my end, it's good. But
yeah, you're fine.
Anywho, he was gracious and awesome. And he was like on his way home and he goes, shit, I need another 15 minutes. I'm like, cool. And I'm like researching and just trying. So yeah,
you had your research was good.
I'm not a great interviewer. So that's not my thing. My thing would be this. Like if I had it ever to do like the way that I want it, it'd be me and the guy sitting there having a beer talking. We record the whole fucking thing and then we put some shit out. I'm not ever going to get that. So I have to become a better interviewer.
Here's my suggestion. Okay. Ask them about stuff on set that nobody knows. What's your favorite story from the set? You know, the behind the scenes kind of stuff, something that we couldn't really Google and whatever, and sort of make it open ended so that they can tell the stories they want to tell, as opposed to you asking a specific question.
So I stayed away from that because I try to put it into my own. I don't know, but I get asked all the time, "What's the craziest thing that ever happened on tour?"
I don't mean like
What's
that.
the weirdest thing somebody had you sign? You know what I mean? Like I get it every fucking day.
But like maybe just like, you know, what's a good story that you'd like to tell that was from that movie or whatever. And the other thing is when you started asking about the stuff that he wanted to talk about, though, like he just started pouring it out.
So it did take me a while to find his rhythm.
Right, exactly.
So I will say that too, because he pauses after I ask a question and then answers it thoroughly. So I didn't go to school for this. I've just been interviewed a bunch, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
We're all flying by the seat of our pants here, and that's fine. We're just.
But I thought the conversation was great.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: you have to
His
understand.
Alice in Chains story was.
But
gold.
you need to understand this. I was on the phone with him for an hour. I asked him for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So when I went in at the first of the interview, I keep thinking he's going to end this conversation any minute.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That's super important to know, because once he starts to actually have a conversation with you, then I loosen up.
You tried to let him go a couple of times, and he wanted to talk about more stuff, and then that's where we got the great Alice in Chains story.
You're exactly right.
And the movie story.
My thing is this: is like, you know, I mean, I do 15-minute interviews of people asking me the same shit over and over and over. And one call is done when the thing goes ding, and I fucking go, "Hey, I got another call coming in," and I switch over. So I did not want to waste this guy's or take advantage of his time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And but he was so gracious, and I thought again,
I love the guy.
I'll get better at this. You know, like I really do think I will.
Oh, definitely.
But I would rather have it conversational. You know, I think
it absolutely needs to be having a beer kind of a conversation.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Well,
totally
me and Brian Vander Ark was really good because we were just talking back and forth.
Good, yeah.
This was more of a holy shit, and this guy like not knowing what the fuck I was gonna say, and both of us had the thing in the back of our minds of like we sort of know each other, but we don't.
Right.
You know, which we got out there after.
Again, this is all hindsight 2020. If you had somehow figured that connection part out from the beginning,
right?
I think because that's when he really opened up,
right?
When there was like all these connections firing, it was like, oh, you know this and this, and he just started going off on crazy stories. But again, you can't know that.
See, there's also a weirdness too because so I try not to assume that someone knows who I am because who I am.
You should just assume.
Well, do you realize that? So
you should open up. Do you know who I am?
I know, but I am still doing the thing. Well, I have this song called this, you know, and like, he's not an idiot. He's a fucking musician, so he knows the song. Right. But like, what am I supposed to say? Because if someone were interviewing me and they'd be like, "Oh, you know my song this," I'd be like, "I do," and you're a fucking asshole.
No, yeah, you should not do that.
So
you're also talking to the audience at the same time.
Correct.
And you have to,
it's a lot.
You always have to start from the beginnings.
And also understand I don't do the edit. So I'm having this conversation. I send it to you, and I'm at your mercy. I'm at the mercy of his answers and just what it is that, you know, that I can come up with off the top of my head.
Yeah, because I edited 30 minutes out of the interview for the public interview. The supporters are going to get the complete, full, unedited, hour-long video. But, you know, I basically just try to get it in under 30 minutes and get it succinct and snappy.
Well, it was a great conversation.
Yeah,
I was so glad that I got to do it.
Everyone's going to like it. It's good.
I hope so. And, you know, I love doing this podcast. It's fucking amazing. And Will, you're the shit. I'm
Thanks,
sorry
man.
we left you out of the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't do the interview.
Find us on all the socials, everybody, at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all that shit by searching Jaret Goes to the Movies. You can suggest and vote for movies if you go to Reddit at r Jaret Goes to the Movies. I'm everywhere at JARET2113. Rich is everywhere at Rich Coleman TX. Casey is everywhere at Casey Yant. Will is everywhere at Will with 1L Vark. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great episode. I love when we agree on movies. Maybe we should just do more of that. And now what? You got a retort?
Did you listen back to the Big Lebowski?
No, I didn't. Okay. I listened to the first part of it. I liked it, but
okay. Well, you're probably just fucking with me, but I did not bag on that movie at all.
Did you like it?
I mean, I thought it was funny as hell, but I just didn't. I just thought it was imperfect in a certain area, which was the ending.
So you liked it?
Yeah.
There you go.
You shut up.
It's not my favorite. It's not this giant movie that I love.
You just do a thing where you like take a stance, and then at every turn, when you and I could have a conversation about it, you just repeat what the stance is on it.
That's all in your head.
It's not in my head. I swear to God.
It's not like that. It wasn't
I know,
like
because
that
you've
in
edited
Arthur.
it, though.
It wasn't like that in Arthur. It wasn't like that. Well, then assume that it's going to be like that in the edit, and don't worry about it.
I know. That's where I need to get.
All right, now you're just capitulating. That's not fair.
I don't know what that word means.
I'm the dick. I'm sorry,
I don't know what that
Jaret.
word means. What do you mean you're the dick? You're always the dick. That is your job.
I love you.
I love you too, and thank you for saying it first. By the way, I sent Rich a text this week, and I just said, hey, man, I just want you to know I really do appreciate all you do, and like I just think it's awesome. I love doing this podcast. And he just goes, LOL. Do you think I'm mad at you or something? And I go, no. I just wanted you to know that I appreciate all the hard work that you do. And he just goes, it's fine, LOL. And I'm like, all I'm trying to say is like, and he goes, and so I go, listen, I appreciate you, and I like to let people know that I appreciate them. And I got back, LOL, it's all good. That's what I got back. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my life. Please keep listening.
I appreciate you too.
And I appreciate that now. And we will see you down the road.
What do I say?
I like you more than
I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.